Good afternoon,
Good morning,
good morning, good night.
and we'll see you
See you
all
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Thank you.
How are you,
How
Coquito?
are you, Danielira?
I'm good, good, good. How are you?
Good, good. I've been drawing a bit in the
Yes,
morning.
yes. I saw you were
Yeah, I
doing
always
that
get
since.
get a bit nervous before workshops.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel that I'm never ready, that I haven't painted enough, or that I paint that I'm a very capricious painter. So I only paint what I like. So taking somebody out of their comfort zone is always something a little uncomfortable. So I'm always like, oh my God, I'm going to have to paint people, which I paint all the time. So,
Yeah. Don't you feel that even if you quote unquote prepare for, I don't know, a month straight
mm,
of drawing or painting from life or whatever, that you would never feel that you're prepared enough? Because I feel that that sometimes happens.
yeah, I mean, and I'm going to struggle trying to take out paint.
Don't worry. Do you need help?
No, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
offering. Um, yeah, and sometimes it's the reality is super plain, which is that um, it's just tough.
Yeah.
That you could be ready for many things, and maybe I don't know, maybe you don't connect so much with the model that's posing in front of you. Maybe the lighting condition is not quite um, beneficial to how you model form.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Maybe you're having a
just
bad week,
tons of
don't you
things.
feel?
Yeah, and this is always thinking that we can perform at our highest,
Yeah.
like consistently. That nothing else enters your brain except the assuredness of the knowledge that you have procured. So, it's like all I know is how well I paint, and that's going to be the only thing in my brain, and I'm going to be completely focused.
Yeah.
And no, I mean, yeah, these things tend to be very, um, very flexible. So yeah, you could be incredibly prepared and then just feel like you missed something.
Yeah.
But but in all honesty, you can prepare, like you can train for things.
Oh, and it's amazing to train.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I feel that in my case, even if I know that I have something I'm nervous about,
Mm.
and if I prepare with a month in advance,
Yeah.
I still feel that I could have prepared more. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you feel that even if you prepared very well, you could have done more.
Yeah, there's always, I mean, in our dumb brains, there's always or we always convince ourselves that there's always more that we could have done.
Yeah.
So it's very unfair to ourselves, I
Yeah.
feel,
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
say those things. But yeah, but these next days, because I do think, I mean, you know me, I always have my bags. I always end up making my bags like my
When the
luggage.
car that's gonna pick you up
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
coming.
Yeah, it takes me, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to make to prepare my luggage. It's
Yeah.
just super I'm very basic. I uh I always in Rome or in the trips, I always tend to wear the same things.
Hmm.
I not the same like shirt, but I just have many of the same shirts.
Yeah.
So I don't have to think about anything like clothes. They don't matter to me. So I just I don't even think about it. And if somebody says anything, I always tell them like jokingly, like, "Oh, this is how you're gonna see me. I'm your constant for
Hmm.
these 2 weeks. So this is how you're gonna see me for the next 2 weeks. Don't worry about it."
Hmm.
But I always laugh and tell them like, "Don't." But I'm always gonna be clean. Don't worry. I'm never gonna smell.
I have
So
a. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is
yeah.
the cable of the camera trapped with your chair? Ahí atrás. Es que se está moviendo.
I could do this. No, I won't know. Yeah,
No?
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's because I
better.
was moving a little bit.
No, 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 don't worry. It's because the cable was going into the
Yeah,
legs
yeah,
of
but
the
it's okay.
chair. So, yeah, but
Um,
I feel that even if you pack like 5 minutes before you have to board the plane,
yeah,
somehow you don't leave things that you need. I mean, sometimes it happens,
I
but
don't
you
think I've
usually.
left. No, I don't think I've forgotten about stuff. Um, but it's so basic. I like in my brain, I think I have three pairs of shorts
Mm-hmm.
that I wear,
Yeah,
which is
underwear.
fine.
You need that,
So I
of
need
course.
my boxer shorts, socks, shirts, and we're good.
Underwear.
Yeah, boxer shorts.
No, but
Underwear.
you
I don't
also
have
need
underwear.
shorts. You're not gonna walk around in
No, I said that's what I said. Like my.
shorts. But
Yeah, yeah, I meant that.
okay, okay.
What did you? No, my shorts. I meant like you know,
The underwear.
not the boxer shorts. The shorts. The pantaloneta.
Okay, so you were saying shorts and boxer
Yeah, yeah,
shorts.
that's what I said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
you said shorts and then you
And then
said
I said
boxer
boxer
shorts.
shorts.
So I thought you were just
No,
adding
I
boxer to
usually
shorts. So
in when in Rome, I don't walk in my underwear.
yeah,
Yeah, but so I have
not
that.
there. Yeah,
I have one pair of shoes, which
yeah,
that's how I am. I just have one pair of shoes. Um, if I need pants, I'll wear the pants that I travel with, so
yeah,
that's fine. So clothes are super easy.
yeah.
And
Like
then it's
hygiene, little.
hygiene. It's like super easy for me too. Uh, so and then my painting stuff, which is super simple because it's my paper.
Oh, and hats,
Yeah, I
cause
wear a
you
cap.
need.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
two hats,
and with the sun,
two hats.
you
Yeah.
need it. Yeah.
So for painting, I just take my paper.
Mhm.
Um, I'll pack a select number of brushes
Mhm.
because I don't want to carry a ton of brushes. So just a few brushes. My palette, all my paints go in a little bag. My actual palette, not this one because this is glass, but the plastic one,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
I know something else that you always pack:
What's that?
paper towels
Yeah, sometimes I do.
and a bar of soap.
A bar of soap,
Cause it's
I always
crazy,
do.
but I think it was in Rome.
Yeah, in Europe, it's
No, I think it was in Menorca.
no, it's actually
In
all
all
throughout
Europe,
Europe. It's so weird.
it's like very hard to
Sometimes you go
get.
like, oh, there's a Carrefour, or there's like this store. I'm just gonna go get a bar of soap because like I just want to get the cheapest bar of soap. Which in here you could probably go anywhere and get a bar of soap.
Yeah,
And I don't know why they're so strange in Europe. Like
there's
just
always
getting a
like
bar of soap.
liquid soap.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
the
dispenser. Yeah,
yeah, like dispensers, or people just don't use soap. They just have like loofahs or whatever they use to
yeah,
shower
with
with.
like a liquid soap.
Yeah, so
Or
they're not super popular. They're not as popular.
yeah,
But yeah, but and I always wash my brushes with just a bar of soap. So I'm always like, what the hell? Like how is it that I've been to like, you know, 4 drugstores and like 5 convenience stores,
supermarkets. Yeah.
supermarkets, and no soap. So it's very funny.
I don't know if you remember, but when we were in Menorca last year,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot my conditioner for the hair,
Right, right.
and we went to a drugstore, and they
Yeah.
didn't have one.
No.
They had one that was like medicated, so it was like
Yeah.
80 euros or something crazy. So of course, I didn't got that. Then we went to another shop, and then we went to a supermarket, and I finally got one, but it was like a foam, like a
Yeah,
weird foam thing, which
like a
was great.
dry one, or I don't know what it
It
was.
was like a foam. I mean, it was like a spray bottle, but it dispensed foam, like
Yeah.
shaving foam, like that consistency.
Yeah,
And it
that's
was great for the hair, but it was crazy for me that I couldn't get like a simple bottle of whatever conditioner.
yeah, it's
Because
just
in Rome
weird
I
for
got it
yeah,
super easy, but
it's just for us it like we're used to something. I guess we're used to just like simpler stuff. The very simple things we're like we take them for granted. We're like, "Oh, surely you can get these."
yeah, but I
And
have to say that when we came back home,
yeah.
I was trying to look for that foam
Oh,
conditioner because
really?
I really enjoyed it. And there was not
It doesn't exist
nothing.
here.
Yeah,
No,
nothing near
no, no.
to
I guess
what
that's
that
the other
was.
thing that what is traditional for us may be weird for other countries, and the same.
Yeah.
What we can get overseas, we just can't find over here.
Yes.
Um, yeah, but it's so easy. It's just I don't know. It takes me I don't even use brain cells. I think when I pack, it's just like and I always have like my essentials, and I always feel that if I forget something else, it's like it won't matter.
Hmm.
Like it won't be like, oh my god. Like let's say I forgot my cap.
You can.
There's 1,000 places in
Yeah.
Rome that you where you can buy like a tacky overpriced
You could
cap on the
even
street
get
that
like the
says Rome.
Pope
Yeah.
cap,
Yeah, yeah,
like the
yeah.
funny.
So
Yeah.
so it doesn't like things, I don't know.
I've learned that with you because I still pack a lot, but I feel like before I was like a crazy overpacker. I would get like a shampoo and another shampoo if maybe I run out of that shampoo or if my hair needed something different. And I would pack like tons and tons of things that I never used.
Yeah.
And like traveling with you, I realized no, I mean, if I forget something, I can get it. It's not like I'm going to go to the middle of the desert.
Right.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we still pack very differently.
¿Cómo están? El volumen del micro de Nicolás está bajo, nos dice Camilo. Pero es curioso, ¿será que no tienes la marquita de ahí? Sí.
How's
¿Qué?
this?
Pues, o sea, los dos estamos en la mitad.
Could you check there?
Acá, pues está normal, está donde siempre. Le puedo subir un poquito. ¿Mejor, Camilo? De
Hola,
pronto
hola.
estamos gritando ahora.
Espera, si quieres déjame, a ver, yo miro. Hola, hola, hola. Lo curioso es que en OBS, que salen los niveles de cuando yo hablo, sale
Incluso
exactamente
estamos,
igual. Yo llego a amarillo.
y estamos como cerca al rojo ya, que
Sí,
es como usted está gritando. Pilas.
señora.
Manage your vocals, señorita. Pero bueno, nos dicen, Camilo, si de pronto mejor. Dice mejor, chicos. Listo.
Aló, aló.
Listo. Mejor,
Gracias.
mejor. De pronto te puedo subir un poquito a ti, porque
Pero ya subiste o no?
sí, 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 pero mi raya llega más lejos que la tuya. Habla así normal, casual, cuéntame algo.
Hola, 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 hola.
Ah, es que
No,
con
es
el
que yo hablo de lado. Es que yo me
te va a
muevo
subir,
mucho.
te va a subir.
Yo me muevo. No, porque entonces cuando hablo bien, entonces grito.
Un poquitín. O sea,
Hola,
pero el de
hola,
acá,
hola.
el tuyo está.
Yeah, the thing is, we may change this for future, because I think these were good when we were making
Voiceovers.
yeah, voiceovers. They're really good, and if we were podcasting, these are, I mean, they're not expensive microphones, by the way, but they're good for that. But they're condenser mics, so you have to be like super close
Mhm.
to the microphone.
But do you feel like we need to change them? Because I feel like,
No,
I
no.
mean, it's been good.
I mean, no, but this sort of thing happens. Like if my face is not like touching, if I'm not licking the microphone while I'm talking, it's you get like a lot of loss of
yeah,
audio. So
but to be honest, I've seen that even in like super big productions, like you can see the news, and sometimes you kind of don't listen at the same volume the person that's talking, they're moving. So I think it's
I mean, I don't know. We could do better. I feel.
okay.
I
No,
feel
no,
we could
no,
do
we
better.
could.
Like these have been very loyal. I mean, and they haven't been great. Also, we had to like return one of these.
Yeah,
The other one still is kind of busted.
yeah.
I mean, from time to time I can hear it. So these are not great. They're just like, I remember asking a friend that's like an audio engineer, and of course, like an audio engineer is going to be way more sophisticated. But I was asking, and I was telling him what I bought, and he was like, "Oh, those are toy." He was like, "Yeah, those are fine, but those are like toy microphones." So yeah, so these are fine, I'm sure, but yeah, but we could do. I mean, it's probably even more comfortable knowing that we could put it to the side and we don't have to worry about it, like just having to constantly be in our face.
And wouldn't it like catch all the
Probably
sound?
you would have to gate. You would now with those. The important thing is that you would have to make gates so that they don't pick up like
Hmm.
ambient audio, which is also, I mean, that would be the other thing because there's a lot of traffic. Well, not a
Yeah, and
lot,
like things happening. I
but
mean,
there's
maybe
traffic going
Samu
on.
or Fer
But
come
yeah,
here,
and if
or Samu or Fer what? Or Chili.
I have no idea what happened
Or
there.
Chili's like playing over there with a toy or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Life would happen.
yeah.
So we're gonna do, if the audio is okay, uh, we're gonna do a sort of fragment, fragment of the body, because we're not quite gonna include what is happening with the arms going on. They're going off to the side over there. But fragment of the body, because we are just going to pay attention to the twist, the torque that is happening in the upper body,
Mm-hmm.
and how the sort of axis changes beautifully direction. Um, Hips kind of push out. The weight of the figure, you know, almost is almost exclusively on the right leg. It plants itself, and then the other leg is, the foot is kind of pushing off quite nicely. So you have to be super mindful of how the weight is distributing in the body, just to take advantage of all the beautiful things that are happening. So we're gonna try to see if we can make, if we can suggest a lot of the, let's say, overall mechanics of our body by focusing in on just, what is happening on this area, which I think it's very, very nice. So that's going to be our painting for today, and we're saying that it's loosely or heavily, in the way you see it, in whichever way you see it, inspired by Rodin,
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
Walking Man, which is actually like, I don't know. This I don't know. I don't know if it was a prior study for St. John the Baptist,
Let's see.
or if it was something that was done afterwards with like the casts that he would have. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say, based on like the other sculptures that he would do, he would always make studies, always make studies, and his studies were tremendous. If you've never seen, if you're familiar with the more well-known sculptures of Rodin, but you're not familiar with the prior studies, always look at studies. Always. Same with Carpeau. Always look at their studies. They're just incredible. So I'm guessing it was a prior study where the figure is actually, the torso is actually turning, and then you have these like more elaborate legs, like more developed legs, but the torso feels like it was sort of mangled. It's there's a very kind of like abstract quality to it. It's very almost like violent. I've always felt that it's because it's not quote unquote finished, or it's not quite as resolved as those legs. It feels, I don't know. It feels primeval, maybe. Like something, there's something like really ancient about it, really old about it. And then you get these like legs that plant themselves on the floor, which are on the ground, which are incredible. So there's a very kinetic feel to the sculpture, but it's not quite that the pose is suggesting like a ton of movement, because there's not movement in the sense that, I don't know which what sculptor would be really good for like, excessive amount of movement. I mean, contemporary stuff, like if you're thinking of like a Richard McDonald sculpture that is very, very gestural. But I'm guessing who else would be like really good for
Mm.
like huge gesture, like I noticed you're looking at Bernini there, but
Yeah, I was trying to look
yeah,
because I remember the one of Apollo
yeah, and
and
Daphne,
Daphne, but I
yeah,
was
gorgeous.
like thinking about, because it
They're
like
very
portrays
elegant, I
an
feel.
exact moment of something,
Yeah, they're very, very
but
elegant.
it's not
No, but I'm
that.
thinking of like super, super gestural.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Uh, I don't know. I'm blanking on something. I mean, I'll try to think about something. Uh, I'll try to think about something as we're working. So in this particular sculpture, if you guys don't know it, do you wanna put it?
Yeah, this
Maybe
one.
because it's a
Because I was
yeah,
trying
it's
to
gorgeous. Yeah, it's
see.
absolutely gorgeous.
I don't know if I can get it. Oh yeah.
Oh, any, but you can find like 1,000 images of
No,
that
no, because I
sculpture.
was in the Met
Yeah, but there's
webpage,
like
so I
a
thought,
thousand
no, I
copies of
could
that
get that
sculpture.
one. So we're fine.
Dime, Samo. No, no, ahí si quieres después salgo y les consigo. Um, so, mm, I mean, I was saying that it may be loosely based or it may be, heavily based on that. Whichever way you interpret it, because this is, I guess that there is something beautiful about the fact that that is a sculpture. And it's very hard to translate what is incredible about a sculpture when you are painting. I mean, you're faking three dimensionality if you're painting in a naturalist manner when doing a painting, but it's not going to be the same. Like the stimulus is not going to be the same when looking at the actual
Yeah.
image.
So there it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, great, awesome,
On
oh, fantastic.
screen. So
So a painting can't access the same things that a sculpture can't, in the same way that a sculpture can't access the same things that a painting can. So in that sense, you would say, well, it's loosely based because it can't really tap into what makes it wonderful. So that's very true, and we have to acknowledge that. But it's also, we would also say it's heavily based because it's kind of acknowledging that there is this force, this mechanical kind of life force that is part of our bodies that can manifest not through the whole of our bodies, let's say, but through instances of our bodies, through very specific moments that are activated with very specific posing. So I guess the same thing could be like if you showed the Belvedere torso.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably even more famous than the Walking Man, than
Yeah.
Rodin's Walking Man.
But both are
That
very, very.
Oh, those both are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
and
that
very
torso
famous.
is,
I was
yeah,
gonna say it's
that
like.
torso is just absurdly beautiful. But and what makes that torso beautiful and what makes it like legendary, let's say, I mean, it is the fact that Michelangelo said that, I think it was something like that he couldn't believe that it was sculpted by a human because it looked like it was sculpted by gods or something like that.
Mm,
Or not gods, but because he was, God. But he found it very hard to believe that that was something that was sculpted by man. And um but I do think that the reason he believed it was so divine, it's because we only see a little bit of that figure. I mean, if that torso was part of a bigger composition, in terms of us noticing how the legs sort of dropped from that pose and how the arms kind of conformed to that turning, maybe it wouldn't have been that, that infamous, I guess.
yeah. So can
Yes.
I tell
Sure.
you something?
Oh, please,
It's
please,
like an
please, please.
interesting thing, and maybe it clears a little bit of that, like how the legs are very separate from the
Yeah,
torso in
because
the
I
Walking
don't,
Man.
I don't have I don't have memory for this. So
So it says in the Met Museum webpage,
okay.
it says that it's composed of a fragmented torso
Mhm.
attached to legs made for a different figure.
Oh, okay. So those are the legs of John the Baptist for
So
sure.
yeah.
But the
So
torso is it's sort of like the John the Baptist. Do you want to
yeah,
see John the Baptist sculpt? I mean, it's far more resolved for sure, but
but I think it kind of makes sense with what you were saying about
yeah. Well,
how.
Rodin had the he loved to do assemblages
Mhm.
of sculptures. So he
Yeah.
would he would have like tons of casts of stuff that he had already sculpted, and he would just join them and play around with them constantly. So it was super cool. So he's known for doing that all the time. But you can kind of tell that torso, like that is very much so that walking man is very much so
Yeah.
like John the Baptist. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I think what happened was like he made studies and then he may have like taken a part
Like
of one
assembled
study,
to.
but they were all studies for John the
Yeah.
Baptist, I
Yeah. Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's see the date in this one. Mm. Yeah, because John the Baptist was created in 1880,
Yeah.
and the Walking Man, it says modeled before 1900. I don't know how to say it.
1900.
1900. So it could make sense. Because if it's before,
Yeah, so he
it's
used what he had from those studies to make another one.
mm, um, let me see. So I'm gonna no, I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, we could leave it
And
all.
then
We could leave it the
next it's
whole.
gonna block the
No, it doesn't matter. For today, it
can
doesn't
make
matter.
it smaller.
I like it.
maybe.
I like having that company.
But that big? Because I can make it smaller.
Yeah,
so-
no, let's leave it there. It's
Okay.
kind of nice. I like it.
So let's say hi. Mi Lolongis, que ya debe estar
Dormida.
en otro lado y no por acá en el chat. Dice buenas tardes, mis amores. La mi Lolongis,
Chola.
la Choli. Javi Hav was saying hola hola 3 in a row, ladies and gents.
My God.
Excited about this Rodin inspired piece of work. Remember, I told you if Javi Hav comes 3 in a row, you get a wish. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds.
Is that like a Beetlejuice?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So ask for your wish.
Okay, I wish Javi have to be very happy in life.
Okay. I already wished for mine, but it's a secret.
Okay, so not Javi Hav's happiness, I'm
No,
guessing.
I mean, you could have a wish.
It's okay, Javi Have. It's okay.
I also wish you happiness, Javi Hav. But
Okay,
I
that's
was
a cop-out.
thinking
That
about a
was-
different
Yeah.
about a
lotto.
different wish.
Yeah.
No. Robincita West 13 was saying hello. Hey, my Robincita banana. How are you?
How
How's
are
your
you,
day,
Robin Sight?
Robincita? Ricard was saying hello, everybody. Hey, Ricard, how are you? Guillaume Laure
Ooh la la.
was saying hello, everyone. Hello, Guillaume. Frankie Smith was saying, yay, I really needed this. Hi, everyone. And Frankie was also saying,
Maybe he was saying, I really needed this high, everyone. He's high? I don't know.
what?
I'll just leave. Thank you.
¿Cómo se pronuncia burgers? Burgers?
Bourgeois. Bourgeois.
B-U-R-G-H-E-R-S.
Bourgeois of Calais.
Es que no sé cómo.
The Bourges of Calais. The Bourges of Calais.
So,
Oh, that sculpture.
Frankie
Oof.
was saying,
Woof.
Bourges of Calais.
Ooh la
Man,
la.
I think here's a replica. There's a replica of that sculpture here in LA.
Oh la
It was
la.
at LACMA, I think.
If you can, I have a book. Who was that asking? I'm sorry.
Frankie.
Frankie goes to Hollywood. If you
Well,
if-
Frankie is in LA, so I guess
and
he
he's
goes
going
to
Hollywood, yeah.
sometimes.
If you want to look for a book that's actually, well, I got that book. I got it in Paris, and I think I got it at the Musée d'Orsay. But it's a book on the studies, and I don't have it right here. I would show it to you. We'll do it. I'll show it after we're done with Rome workshops. But it's one of my favorite books, and it's a small book that has all the studies that Rodin did for that sculpture, and they are incredible. And if you go to Rodin's house, which is like the Rodin Museum in Paris, There's a bunch of those there, and they're incredible. Incredible. I loved those. I always liked that sculpture because there's a very famous copy of that one at the Met in New York. So I spent countless hours, looking at that sculpture because it was in a cafe. I don't know if I forget now that I was in New York like a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago. I forget if that little space still is a cafe because they had closed it for pandemic. I don't know if maybe it reopened. And it was nice because in not every day, I think only in the weekends, they opened it and you could get to Central Park, through that back door. It was like an exit. You couldn't enter the museum there, but you could exit the museum and just go to the Central Park. And it was a super nice area because you have like a bunch of 19th century sculptures there. And you had that Rodin sculpture and Ugolino and his sons, which is the Carpo sculpture that is just freaking tremendous. It's one of the most beautiful sculptures ever. So yeah, so that space, that was like one of my favorite like spots at the Met. I spent there tons of time.
Javi Have was saying, I've never been happier. Thank you.
Oh my God, the wish came true. I've never seen a wish be so quick.
Yeah.
Great.
Catherine Poremski was saying, hello, everyone. Hey, Catherine, how's your day? Camille.
How's your date?
How's your date?
I don't know. Maybe.
Also,
Maybe. Who knows?
Camille O'Gorman dice,
O'Gorman.
hola, chicos.
Okay, that was too bad. That was a lot. Sorry.
Hola, Camille. ¿Cómo está Camila?
Or maybe it was too little.
Camilo dice, mejor chicos, o estoy sordo solo con Nico, jaja. Funciona mejor, así está bien.
Bueno.
Y dice, hermoso dibujo, Nico. Dani, esa escultura muy linda. Muchas gracias, Camilo. Y Camilo dice, ¿Nico está usando referente o es de la imaginación?
No, ya quisiera poder pintar. Yo puedo pintar de la imaginación, y creo que me han visto, pero no puedo hacer cosas como tan particulares o que se sientan como tan naturalistas. Normalmente se me vuelven como cosas de diseño súper evidente, como exagero diseño o exagero gesto o exagero resto de cositas. Pero no, yo no puedo pelearle tanto a la naturaleza. El mío es evidentemente fantástico, mi dibujo de la cabeza. Fantasioso, pues, más bien.
Y
no fantástico como, uy, fantástico. No, yo no soy tan bueno dibujando o pintando de la cabeza.
Sergi,
es la verdad.
Sergi Arts dice, hola.
Ah.
Hola, Sergi, ¿qué tal? Grace and Joyce was saying, hey, Danny, Nico, and Chili. Haven't been able to watch live for quite a while, but here now.
That's awesome.
Currently working my way through a tough painting. Wish me luck.
Oh, what are you doing?
Best of luck. What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share it with us so we can see it?
Yeah.
Maybe you can share it to my Instagram so we can check it out. And we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, Gracie's like super hard worker.
Grayson?
Yeah. It's amazing how much painting, they get done. It's quite remarkable. But no, very, very proud of you because I know you're also young too, So very proud of you. You have like an awesome just initiative to work and to enjoy it and to push, to search. So always be true to that. Very, very cool.
And why is it feeling tough, Grayson? I want to know. Prince Barebones was saying, hello, everyone.
And by the way, get some paintings of Grayson because they're not expensive. Mm-hmm. Whenever they come up, if you like it, don't think about it. Just say, hey, I like that painting.
Yeah, click the buy button.
I don't know if there's a buy button or it's just like a DM. So just DM and say, hey.
The buy button.
Great painting. I want it.
So Prince Barebones was saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Prince Bones. How are you? Chris, I like that. It's Chris,
Mm-hmm.
Chris,
Yeah.
and then creative, but CH.
Okay.
So like creative,
Uh-huh.
creative.
Yeah.
So Chris Creative
There we go.
was saying Rodin, the Godzilla monster inspiration. Oh, Rodin, the artist.
Yeah, fail.
I mean, he was saved because of the username. I think that one's good. Ana María López Pérez, alias Anita, dice Olis y unos corazones. Hola Anita,
¿Qué dice Ana?
¿cómo va Anita? ¿Qué cuenta Anita? Estoy
Mhm.
haciendo lo que tú dices de repetir el nombre. Mm, Ibrahim Salah was saying, I had a dream I was with you two last night,
Okay.
showing you my drawings,
Oh,
and both of
sad.
you dislike it. In
Oh,
real
come
life,
on.
you guys are nice. In dreams, not so nice. Oof.
Oh, our dream versions.
Oh,
Yeah, I've heard they're fucking assholes.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't go near them.
I had a dream. I don't remember well, but I told you I had a dream about something of a stream.
Of a stream? Oh, right.
I don't remember the details. I just know
Yeah.
there was something with the stream.
I haven't, that's weird. I don't think I remember, ever since we started, I don't think I remember having a dream from
Like
work.
working on, yeah.
No. That's funny. Because I think it's fine to have if that's what's occupying your brain, it's makes sense that you're going to dream about it. So I don't think that's hard to conceive. But yeah, no, I was thinking about it, and no, I don't know. I don't think so.
Prince Bones was saying, I'm doing well, just taking a break from preparing for a convention.
Oh,
Ooh.
convention of what?
Tell us more.
Yeah.
Give us the details. Spill the tea.
Unless you're drinking tea, like I was,
A second ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
don't
drank
spill it.
all of it too quickly. So of course I
You
have
wanna
to pee.
I think you can.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, I don't have
No. I
urethra
think you
problems.
can get out today.
We'll see. We'll see if I can just push. Is holding it in good or bad?
Bad, of course.
Why is it bad?
For your prostata. I don't know.
Is
how
it
to say
bad? I thought
think
it was
it's
good
bad.
for the prostate. Hold it in. You have to work those muscles. If you don't hold it in, you're never going to be able to hold it, and you're going to pee. You're going to have to wake up every night to go and pee. If you don't train yourself to just hold it. I thought holding it was good. Not to the point where your bladder bursts, but
A ver, no sé esto. Dice, ¿por qué es malo aguantarnos las ganas de orinar?
is it true for men and women both, or is it different?
I'm trying to see. So I'm going to try to translate.
Okay.
No, so let me Google for that in English. It's easier. ¿Cómo se dice?
Holding it in.
¿Cómo se dice próstata?
But why are you assuming it's for the prostate?
Because we were talking about that. Because I've heard about that too. It says, although holding your pee can be relatively safe for those with a healthy urinary tract and system,
There you go.
it can be detrimental
Yeah.
for those living with existing health conditions.
That's not me. So
Mm,
great. No, that's the answer. That's it. I don't need to know more. No more nuance to that.
No, but I was reading because in
It's
Spanish.
bad if you have some sort of bladder related or urinary tract related thing, and it's fine if you don't. I don't, so it's fine.
But I was reading in the Spanish website.
I'm holding it.
That it says that it's bad because urine is not sterile.
Uh-huh.
It's not a sterile liquid. So let me check. Let me double check.
It's
Um,
already in you.
yeah, but it's not supposed to be in the urinary tract. And when you're holding it, it's in the tract. So, mm, ahora dice, so it's not sterile. Holding almacenamiento excesivo. So,
What is
holding it for
excessive?
so long
What is
and
so long?
prolonged.
What is that though? How do you define that? Holding it for hours? Like
So, holding it for so long in the vejiga,
bladder?
bladder,
Yeah.
it's gonna make it easier for bacteria to be created
Okay.
or to grow
Oh, how
and
fast is this? Like
provoke infections. Provocar.
what?
Mm,
I'm gonna choose not to believe this.
I don't know how to translate this. So, al aguantar la orina al máximo, se sobredistiende
Uh-huh.
el reservorio vesical,
Uh-huh.
forzando sus estructuras.
Okay.
Eh, bueno, so it's not good. I've always heard it's not good. But
I don't know. I'm gonna say it's good.
well, I mean, you can say whatever you want.
That's true.
That doesn't mean it's true.
Same for those websites.
Well, the medical research websites.
Oh,
yeah.
if it was for those websites, every time like you hit your toe, you had cancer. Like everything is horrible in those websites. If you always look at those things, like, oh my God, I have these symptoms. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Mm, Mauricio Paraguazú
Palo de
dice hola
agua.
Nicolás, hola Dani y unas caritas de celebración. ¿Cómo está Mauricio? Anita dice aquí trabajando. ¿Cómo
¿Y
va el
en qué?
trabajo, Anita? ¿En qué trabaja Anita?
Creo que nunca nos ha dicho en qué trabaja.
No, creo
Ana,
que no.
cuente pues.
Grace and Joyce was saying, thank you, Nicolás. I really appreciate the kind words. I haven't painted in about a week because I've been busy with my job. So it's always tough for me to get back into it. I'll DM Danny a photo. Ooh, let's see it.
Nice.
Let's see it.
What's your job, Grayson? What are you doing for work?
Oh, that's beautiful.
For rent.
So it says, pardon the bad lighting. It's the
Mhm.
painting of some rocks underwater.
Oh, nice.
The reflections are so tricky. Working through it though. Oh,
Nice.
it's beautiful. Look.
Dude, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, very, very nice.
It reminds me of Alejandro's work.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. Camila Augerman was saying it's bad for the mind.
It's bad for the mind, yeah. I think that's where the most stress comes from holding it.
And Camila was saying doctors hate, in all caps, Google.
Oh, yeah. If you go to the doctor and you said, "Doctor, I was reading," they're like, "Oh my God. Please don't finish that sentence."
Let's see. So Prince Barebones.
Mm-hmm.
When they were talking about the convention.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah. I
saying,
want to know.
I'm going to be selling work at Fan Expo Denver this weekend.
Dude.
Last year was very busy, but with slow sales. So I hope that I have upgraded my display and merch enough to do better. Haha.
Nice.
And Prince Barebones was saying to Grace and Joyce, your paintings are beautiful.
Yeah.
I just followed you. I can't wait to see more.
Oh, yeah. Grayson, how old are you? Was I totally off saying that you're young? I think you're very young from what I think I remember. And Bare Bones, what's the audience for this fan expo? Like what sort of people are going there?
Camilo Monroy dice, jaja, es verdad, eso, tienes 2 días de vida, es aterrador. Sí,
¿Qué?
siempre dicen, cuando uno googlea y le dicen
Ah,
como
sí, no,
que tiene una hora.
siempre es como es sorprendente que esté vivo.
Pero además siempre es como puede no ser nada o puede ser
No, no, eso está hecho, no sé. Yo creo que eso está hecho es para que la gente
asustar.
sienta que está más enferma de lo que está.
Em,
Terrorismo ahí terrible.
Anita dice, yo estoy trabajando en una empresa de textiles como diseñadora de patrones. Ahí voy, no
Uy.
estoy tan feliz, pero supongo que eso
Oh,
me ayudará a financiar lo que sea que me vaya a hacer feliz. ¿Y
claro,
por qué no
irse
estás
a
feliz,
Japón.
Anita? Quiero saber. Porque la verdad la descripción suena chévere. No sé si de pronto sea muy pesado o pues de pronto no es lo que a Anita le gusta, pero me da curiosidad.
No, Ana quiere irse a Japón y ser una waifu.
¿Qué es eso?
No, 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 eso fue en chiste, obvio, obvio fue en
Waifu.
chiste. Ana, ahorita te explica si sí o si no.
Que no sé qué es, pero bueno. Grace and Joyce was saying, I work at a bakery, been working there for 4 years. It's not a
Nice.
bad gig. I work with my two best friends and a
Oh,
happy
dude,
face.
that's
It sounds nice, yeah.
that always makes work a lot
Easier,
easier.
yeah. And Grayson was saying, I'm 19.
Dude, yeah. No, you're too young. You're too young to be that good. At your
You've
age,
been working for four
I
years?
yeah, at your age I was drunk. Some in some street, you know, just thrown on top of like broken bottles.
Because
Um
here in Colombia, the legal age to drink is 18 or not 21. So
well, 19. So I was in New York. I mean, you could be very drunk at 19 in New York. In fact, I very hard not to meet 19-year-olds in New York that are not consistently drunk. So, no, no, no. I'm exaggerating obviously, but I didn't have your discipline. I was beginning to have like to understand how to see discipline for my work at that age, but and I was completely committed. But I think you have a work habit that is tremendous, that is fantastic. So keep it up. That can
Julia,
only produce amazing things, amazing
Julia
results.
Tovar
Tavar,
dice hello, hello. Hola,
Tavar,
Julia.
Julia
¿Dónde está la
Tavar,
Julia? Julia Marina.
Marina.
Prince Barebones was saying it's essentially Comic Con, but with a
Dude.
little more broad reach into anime and general pop culture fandom.
Oh, dude.
And I want to
What are you
know
gonna
because you were saying,
show?
yeah, that's what I was going
Dude,
to
what are
ask.
you
What
gonna
are you going to
show?
show?
I'm
And also,
curious.
you were talking about merch. So I want to see all. I want
I
to
see
see it.
everything. I'll buy a t-shirt.
Maybe if you can share it to my Instagram so I could check it out. Mm, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Camilo Monroy dice, jaja, yo quiero ser una waifu. Y una carita
Camilo.
UWU. No sé cómo es esa carita.
Es como
Anita dice en mayúscula, jajaja, ser una waifu, si eso me da plata, maybe. Y una pregunta. Lo de diseñadora de patrones suena chévere, ¿no? Pero el ambiente laboral no es chimba. Con mis compañeras de área todo mejoró.
Ah, bueno.
Y dice, pero el resto de secciones es todo muy denso. Siempre ando como a la defensiva, jajaja. Ay, qué pereza, porque la verdad, sí. O sea, la verdad, diseñar patrones suena chévere.
Sí.
Lástima que el ambiente laboral
Sí.
no sea chévere, Anita. Ahora, ¿quién me va a explicar qué es una waifu?
Tienes
¿Google?
pues sí, Google podría ser una manera. Eh, eh, pero de pronto
No
necesitas.
dice.
La
It's a
experiencia de.
term for a fictional character,
Esto fue en
usually
chiste,
in
obviamente.
anime or related media, that someone has great and sometimes romantic affection for.
Ujú.
It doesn't mean so the person that someone's in love with, because that's
Ah,
what it says. It says
sí,
a
pero
term for a
normalmente.
fictional character, usually in anime or related media, that someone has great and sometimes romantic affection
Ujú.
for.
Sí, que alguien se. Que alguien vea a Anita y muy merecidamente diga: quédate. Quédate acá en. ¿Cómo se llama el barrio donde venden todo lo de videojuegos y anime? ¿Cómo se llama ese barrio? Ya se me olvidó.
No sé, mi
En
amor.
Japón.
Ah, pensé que acá.
Ah, no, acá no, acá Cedritos.
En San Andresito.
Sí,
¿Cuál será
Cedritos.
ese barrio? Sí. A ver, dice, waifu refers to a fictional character an anime fan considers a wife or husband. There's a word for male characters female anime fans love. Husbando.
¿Hosbando?
Sí, husband,
Ah, hosbando.
husbando.
Hosbando.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. You're not at all into like anime. We have to find you because
But
I'm
it's
not
not because
either.
I'm against it. It's just that I've never seen it.
Right. And I think the times that you've seen me,
I like
uh
the
which one?
like I was entertained sometimes when you were seeing One Punch.
Oh, that's great.
I
And it's
would see
amazing.
like parts of it.
Yeah.
The thing is that when you watch your things,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not watching together, maybe I'm sitting right next to you, but I'm just like watching something in my phone or something.
Yeah, your mind is not into it. Your brain is like,
But it's like if I put something on like a series that you don't, maybe you're not interested in because you're not seeing it with me.
oh, I'll leave.
I guess, okay, I was gonna say, I guess you maybe are in your phone or something.
No, I'll
or,
just leave.
No, sometimes I like to
Um,
lay at your side, just like to be there, like we're accompanying each other.
you're very
in
nice.
what you are doing and I'm doing, but
No, you're
we're
very
together,
nice. You're very
so-
nice. I never expect you to have to like things that I like. But I'm thinking, what could you watch that? You know, the cyberpunk one was actually really cool.
Yeah?
The story was super super cool. Yeah, it was like
no,
a tragedy.
but I saw one anime when I was a kid.
Okay.
The one of the kid that moved the butt, the naked butt.
Oh yeah, you told me about this. I forget what
I
what
forgot
that's called.
too. Mm,
I guess that counts. You know, it's animation,
mm.
so it's Japanese animation. So yeah, sure.
And I saw a manga series.
Oh no, you read manga.
So I saw something based on a manga series.
Okay, most
that
animes
was
are,
about
but yeah.
hamsters. It was called
Okay.
Hamtaro,
Okay,
and it was
that's the
really
one.
cool.
I think that's the
No, it's-
famous hamster,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know.
This one.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Oh, I
I've never
liked it a
seen
lot.
it, but I know that hamster.
I remember they aired that, like the show was on TV before the school bus picked my sister and I up.
Oh, so early in the morning.
Yeah, so we would watch.
What channel?
No me acuerdo.
No.
Me acuerdo la canción. Hamtaro. It was great. I liked it a lot. They were very cute. Mm. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Te asustaste? No sé, de pronto Anita se acuerda en qué canal lo pasaban, si de pronto se veía Hamtaro, de pronto dice como, uy, no, ese qué oso Hamtaro.
Qué huesera. ¿Tú no eras de esa época? Creo que eso sí era de tu época.
¿Qué, mi amor?
Que no sé si fue no, no era Cartoon, que salió, o sea, había un canal y se terminó ese canal y se volvió casi todo de anime. Un canal como
No
O
me
sea,
acuerdo.
que había en cable que era 100% anime, pero ya no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba.
Prince Burbones was saying, haha, are you talking about Shin Chan? Yes, I think yes. That's the one of the kid with the naked butt. Yes. Um, let's see.
I think
Anita
something that
dice, Hamtaro lo pasaban por Cartoon Network. Entonces era por Cartoon.
Mm. I think what something that doesn't quite excite you. I mean, it doesn't have to excite you like physically excite you.
Why were
I
you
know, I'm
making
kidding.
it
I know.
weird?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know. But no, I think that when you see overly sexualized animes, which is
Yeah.
like 95%
But
of
it's
all
not like
anime,
only animes, but like overly sexualized and blank space.
yeah,
I'm
anything.
not into it.
Right, but this happens a lot with anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is total like a total turn off to
Because
you.
I've seen that in video games too, and I'm like,
Oh
why
yeah.
would you? Why?
I was playing Bayonetta one time, which is a really like a genuinely good video game. It's
Mhm.
like a super actiony video game, very Devil May Cry, quick reflexes, combos,
Because
very very
Devil
cool.
might.
It's a Devil May Cry is like a old, Capcom video game that it's all about maintaining combos. And you have to, it's almost like a button masher, so you're always fighting like.
So like Street Fighter or something like
No,
that.
Street Fighter is like a fighting
But
game.
you have to do lots of combos. That's what I
Well, yeah,
thought
maybe,
you were
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to
In that sense,
describe.
yes, both Capcom games. So yeah, they share Capcom DNA. Um, but with Bayonetta, she's a witch
Hmm.
that fights demons and angels.
Yeah, I
She's like
know
in a
about
limbo,
her.
but
The
there's
one with
always
the
like crotch.
ponytail.
There's always like crotch shots. There's always like, and she gets nude. Like whenever she turns into a demon, it's like her clothes turn into a demon, which are very cool demons, by the way.
Hmm.
They're super cool transformations. But it's super sexualized. And I remember always like if I was playing that, I was always thinking like, I'm gonna be embarrassed when you see me play. Like if you're
No,
seeing me play,
but
like
you
if you're
know me,
seeing
and I'm
me
fine with
like
that.
with
I
this
mean,
cutscene, it's gonna be a little embarrassing.
no, but you know
I
me,
admit
and
it.
it's just that I mean, and it's not like I am like against sexualized things.
No.
No,
It's
I
not
just
like you
feel
would
like it's
you would go by
sometimes
and turn my.
no, my God, no.
I
And
mean,
if
at that
there's a
time, my
movie,
Wii U
no, I
off.
mean, I have nothing against sexuality, of course, but it's just that sometimes I feel like it's very like a cheap thing they use to attract people,
Sure,
like
sure.
an easy way to attract people. I I don't know, like when it's like when it feels cheap, like when
Yeah,
it feels like they're using it as a tool.
yeah.
I don't see the point in it. So
Most of the times, I would say.
yeah. Mm,
But for example, Chainsaw Man, which is like a fucking amazing anime.
yeah, but you've told me about the
Yeah,
story of it.
yeah. He has like he's a teenage boy, so he has like his initial urge or what drives him at the beginning is just to grab boobs. Like that is what he wants. Like that is what he hopes to do in life, to
Uh,
just grab a pair of boobs.
I saw, I'm sorry, this
Yeah.
is a little parenthesis,
Oh,
but
please.
I got recommended a costume for dog
Okay.
of Chainsaw Man. Like the,
Oh, Pochita.
I guess. So.
Pochita.
It's
Which
like
is
a
funny
little
because Pochita,
orange.
it's literally Pochita, which is my niece, which is what
Uh,
we call my niece.
so it's
So
like a little
she's an
saw.
yeah, it's
It's
an
like
orange
an
demon.
orange. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a little costume.
Yeah, it has like
It's that like
nice.
Chihuahua Chainsaw Man
Oh,
costume.
oh, she could be like Pochili
Pochili.
because it's
Pochilita.
the chainsaw, the demon
If
is
it's
like Pochita.
Pochita, Chilita, it
Yeah,
makes sense.
Chilita.
Chilita.
Yeah. It's that series is so good. Like the animation is fucking amazing. The battles,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, they're so fucking good. And the characters are great. But yeah, but he thinks like the only thing that is important to him is just grabbing a pair of boobs. And then he just grabs a pair of boobs and then he's like empty again. So it's kind of nice cuz he's like he realizes like, "Oh, that was it. That's kind of, that was kind of pointless." So it was very cool. It's super super nice.
Prince Barebones was saying Chili would look so cute as Pochita.
Pochita.
I think she would look cute in any costume.
I love that.
by Chilita.
How did It has like a such a good intro too.
Yeah,
Oh, the song is like a banger. It's
I'm a fan of great
incredible.
intros.
Oh, this one's
I love when
super
an
cool.
intro can make me want to see it every
Yeah.
time I watch an episode.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that it has different songs for outros also, and some of the outro songs are so good. And I am so not into like, J-pop or like I don't know. I know nothing about those things, but some of them are really good. The other day, well, not the other day, but when I was watching Chainsaw Man, I downloaded the outro for the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was really good. It was really, really good. And I was listening to it, I guess, kind of loud over my headphones. And Fer was walking around, and she was like, "Since when are you one of those people who listens to like Japanese music?" She was like, when did you start liking that music, Dad? Like, what are you doing?" It was funny.
I was
I thought it
also
was
thinking
a killer music.
I watched um Pokemon, so Pokemon,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that's anime too.
That fall into that category, sure.
And Super Campeones,
Oh, that's but in Japanese that's
Super Champions.
no, 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 no.
In Japanese,
Uh
I don't know.
um oh,
Let me check.
Sabasu or something like that. Oh god, I forget. Cuz for me it's like Benji and Sa Sa
Captain Tsubasa.
Tsubasa. Yeah. Almost had it.
It says Gyaputen Tsubasa.
Bueno. Yaputen.
Gyaputen Tsubasa. No, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm terrible. No.
Well, with you it sounded like you're cursing in Spanish. But
um, with me, everything sounds like I'm
like you're cursing.
cursing in
Yeah.
Spanish, which I don't usually curse.
No, only when you're trying to speak Japanese.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait, but I need to know. I need to see the merch.
Of Prince Bourbons? Let's
Yeah.
see if maybe they.
I need to see some of this merch.
So. Oh, look.
Let me see.
So look at it first and I'll look at it after.
Oh, nice stand. There we go. Oh, I like the onion dude. Little onion guy. Or no, maybe it's not an onion dude. It's maybe it's no. What are those? Where are they? Who are are they from like Mario or something?
Show
Little
me.
floating onion things. Oh, that's so cool. Or is that
There's
like your
another-
character? Did you make that character up?
And Prince Bourbons was saying, "Oh, they're onions." Haha, thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you knew Prince Bourbon's name. It's Zoe. So
Awesome.
maybe if you go back, you can see there's
What
another
about the,
photo.
scratch boards? Are those scratch board like prints or something, or are those digital maybe? But the figure, the last one. I mean, I love the harpy.
I
That's
want to
fucking
see
awesome.
it. You're just
I
tipping
mean,
the
I'm
phone.
hogging it. No, let me. You
There's
gave it to
two
me.
images.
You gave it to me. Love the prints. Yeah. So I love the harpy, and I love the figure with the power just coming out of their hands. That looks.
Prince
fucking
Bourbons
awesome.
was saying, "I just started drawing onions with faces at some point."
I love the one that's pissed off with the with the air coming out of their nostrils, like. Oh, sorry. What was the second one? Let me see.
And I'll look at it afterwards because he's
Oh,
colonizing the phone.
Nice. There's like a Cowboy Bebop character, maybe. There's the devil from Chainsaw Man. I forget what she's called. She's a demon. She's super cool. Kind of hot.
Prince Bourbons was
Said
saying,
that
"Good
super
eye,
quickly.
Nicolas. Those are scratchboard prints."
Oh, very nice. They look super cool.
Check.
No way, dude. That's so nice.
Oh, and the stand looks super.
Yeah, very nice.
Professional.
You're gonna do well.
Oh, and I also love the onions.
Yeah, those are cute. So, do you have those originals, the scratchboard ones?
I love the smiling. It's smiling, but it's evil. That
Yeah.
little onion. Do you also do the sketchbooks?
It-
Do you build them?
What do you mean?
Because it says the Cork sketchbook,
Oh, but I don't think they.
2020 to 2023. So I want to know if they built them.
Oh, like sew them and
Yeah.
stuff. No, no. I think that's a very us thing. That is not super popular. I would say that's a lot of like hard work. Danny's asking because that's like a thing here. A lot of people take.
Do their
Um,
sketchbook or sell sketchbooks.
Yeah, they
do.
make sketchbooks or they take
Even like in conventions.
courses to like.
I learned how to do that in the
I
university.
remember when you were doing one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Prince Bourbon was saying, yeah, I just did Prince of Power and Maui from Chainsaw Man,
Nice.
and Aki is just below.
Oh, very nice.
Mm.
I like those. I think those characters were awesome.
So Dana was saying, hello everyone. Danny, I really enjoyed seeing your carving process. Hope to see more of your work on the channel. Oh, thank you so much, Dana. Yeah, I also uploaded here if someone wants to check it out. Or it's in my Instagram also if you want to check it out. Maybe.
And just
But thank
like
you so
it
much.
and comment and subscribe to it and all of it.
Subscribe
All of
to
its
the
forms.
video.
So all of it. Do it. Do everything.
A ver. Oh, so before we were seeing what Prince Bourbon sent,
Yeah.
they were saying, I'll send it to your Insta, Danny. I wish I had t-shirts. Haha. That will be next. But otherwise, I have a self-published comic, small art books, prints, and small originals.
Nice.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
What's the story about? Give us like elevator pitch for the comic book. And do you have it on web comics or something?
Anita dice todo en mayúsculas. Ja, 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 qué bobo, Nicolás. El barrio se llama Akihabara. Akihabara? Akihabara, no sé. Veliko Duric was saying, hello, guys. Hey, Veliko. How's your day going? Camilo Monroy dice, locomotion. Ah.
Locomotion.
Locomotion.
¿Sí
No
era
sé.
Locomotion?
Pues a mí ese me sonó, el nombre me sonó, pero no era algo frecuente para mí, pero sí me acuerdo.
De pronto, sí.
Mira, dice Locomotion abrió en el 96 hasta el 2005.
Sí, pero no te hubiera tocado tanto, la verdad.
¿Cómo así 2005? Sí,
Pues, o sea, sí, pero no tanto, por eso digo.
mi amor.
Pues sí, pero estarías diciendo que tu consumo de ese canal fue hasta los 10 años, o sea.
Pero no
tanto.
por eso, pero yo, o sea, me acuerdo del nombre, pero yo consumía más Bob
Nickelodeon,
Esponja.
sí.
Y sí,
Nick.
sí. Me fascinaba Nickelodeon. Todo el tiempo miraba Nickelodeon. Lo máximo. Cartoon también es chévere, pero... Y Disney Channel, sí. Sí.
¿No eras de series de
No, a mí me gustaba...
iCarly?
No, esas me las vi.
La bruja
Pero digamos,
de Selena?
La bruja de Selena, ¿qué es eso?
No sé, ¿ya no era una bruja en Disney?
No
Sí.
sé, eso yo no me lo
Brujas
vi.
de brujas de bla, bla, bla.
No, eso yo no me vi.
¿No?
Yo me acuerdo... A ver, ¿de qué me acuerdo? Creo que había una de la hermana de Britney Spears. Se llamaba Zoe.
Ajá.
Me acuerdo de Lizzie McGuire, pero no me
Lizzie.
acuerdo si eso era de ese canal. Sabrina, la bruja adolescente, me acuerdo.
La bruja del 69.
Sí. No sé, es que yo no veía mucho.
No.
O sea, digamos, Hannah Montana yo no vi. Como que de vez en cuando se había un capítulo y yo iba donde mis amigas, pero yo no veía mucho eso. Yo era más de Nick.
Nick.
Ujú, la
That was pretty good.
despertaste. Sí, no estuvo mal.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty good. Um,
Some of them were like stop motion, weren't they? So the Nick ones? No?
no sé, mi amor.
Like claymation sort of stop
Sergi Art
motiony.
dice, Zoe 101, qué recuerdos. Sí, yo me veía esa. ¿Y cuál más? Es que espera, me estoy acordando de la misma época de eso. Pero iCarly me acuerdo. Yo digamos la del Jake, Drake y Josh, dice que Jake.
Drake y
Me van
Josh.
a- Jake y Josh, no me lo
Uy,
veía
ese se lo
mucho.
veía mucha gente.
Eso era muy famoso, pero yo no me lo veía mucho. No. Me gustaba Art Attack, ese me lo veía.
Siempre, siempre.
Mm, no me acuerdo más.
Bueno, gracias por tu aporte, Lindita.
Pero me acuerdo, o sea, yo me veía Hey Arnold, me veía Rocket Power, me veía Rugrats crecidos. Tengo que decir, Rugrats marcó mi vida. A mí
¿Sí?
me fascinaba Rugrats.
A ese punto.
Sí, yo tenía juguetes de Rugrats. Para mí Rugrats era como, o sea, yo me veía Rugrats y me veía Bob Esponja. Rugrats, Bob Esponja. Bob Esponja, Bob
Yo no
Esponja,
tengo
Rugrats.
ninguna noción de Rugrats.
¿No?
O sea, no me he visto nunca
Y
ningún
después Rugrats
episodio.
crecidos era bueno. Me acuerdo la canción.
¿Cómo se llama el niñito? El
Tommy.
calvito Tommy.
Sí.
¿Él era chévere?
El hermanito era Dil. Sí, todos son muy lindos, la verdad. La verdad es muy chévere ese programa. Era muy chévere. Era muy chévere. Y Rugrats crecidos me gustaba. Rugrats la película, todo me encantó. Me acuerdo que siempre pedí un Reptar,
Ujú.
pero solo conseguí, me acuerdo que mis papás me consiguieron un Tommy, que venía un Tommy así chiquito, con Dil y con Reptar. Y yo guardaba el Reptar chiquito en mi mesa de noche, eso me acuerdo.
Ese
Pero
es
yo
el que yo
quería
dije
un
que era un
Reptar.
dinosaurio.
Ujú. Es que tengo unas medias de Reptar. Y me dice Nicolás, no, tus medias de dinosaurio. Y yo le dije, yo no tengo ninguna medias de dinosaurio.
No, yo dije, ¿de quién son? Estas medias de dinosaurio son tuyas.
Y yo le
¿Qué
dije,
medias de
yo no tengo
dinosaurio?
medias de dinosaurio.
¿Cuáles
Uno
medias de
verde,
dinosaurio?
como de Rugrats. Y yo, ¿de Reptar? O sea, es que en mi cabeza Reptar está en un compartimiento distinto a uno decir medias de dinosaurio. O sea, yo me imaginé como dinosauriecitos. Y no, Reptar
No,
tiene nombre
sí,
propio.
obvio. ¿Cómo lo va a confundir uno con un dinosaurio? Al dinosaurio verde.
Anormal dice, por cierto, se viene la película de Zoe 101, Zoe 102. Un abrazo, me voy.
No, pero
Uy, ¿va a
llegó
salir
a
en
dejar
cine?
semejante hueso ahí en la puerta.
Camila O'Gorman dice, jaja, la bruja del 69 ya quedó en el vocabulario histórico de OPS.
Camila,
Por
eso.
supuesto, ni me acuerdo del verdadero número.
No, ya ese.
Ay, Camila. A ver.
Camila Thirsty.
Em, bueno, ya normal, antes de decir que Zoe 102, decía, hola, vine a saludarlos porque no estaré presente, qué gusto verlos de nuevo. Está quedando genial y por cierto ando esperando la quincena a ver si compro gouache para probarlo. ¿Me
Eso.
recomienda papel?
Papel de acuarela está perfecto.
O de libreta, sí, de pronto
Sí,
tiene.
también.
Sí. Prince Bones was saying, the sketchbook is reproduced from scans of my sketchbook. I ordered those in thought. In thought?
¿Ah?
I ordered those in though.
Oh,
Ya,
okay.
ya. Ha ha ha. That would be a massive amount of work. I
Yeah.
have the original scratch board for the winged person. And they were saying the other one
Oh,
has
send it to
sold.
me. Let me see. I want to see it.
The OG scratch boards are the same size as the prints.
Like 8 by 10, maybe?
And they were saying the comic is about a demon who
Uh-huh.
returns to his childhood home
Nice.
to destroy it.
Okay,
But
what?
things don't go as planned.
Oh.
I just have it available physically now, but I need to get a digital download up too.
Yeah.
And they were saying, I just sent Danny a link to a preview of the comic to her Instagram. Oh, let's check it out.
Yeah, and send me a if you have a pic of the other like the scratch board of the harpy like character. I want to see it.
It's called A House is Not a Home. I
Oh.
like it a lot. Oh, it looks super cool. Is that your handwriting? Because it looks beautiful.
And when you say that the demon goes back home, is this like a home in like a nether realm or something? Or is this like
Oh, it looks cool.
Arkansas?
Look at it. It looks very cool.
Little Rock.
Go ahead.
Fraggle Rock. Nice. That's nice. Oh, you going back to Russia. That's like Cyrillic. Uh, that's pretty cool.
No, and you can slide. There's more.
That looks there's a little bit of it looks very dark horsey old,
They were
old dark
saying
horse.
the scratch boards are 5 by 7,
Okay, cool.
and the text is a font made from my handwriting.
Oh, that's nice.
It's very good. I like your handwriting a lot.
So what was so messed up that the the
What
demon
happened? That they
yeah,
had
the
to go
demon
back.
the demon wants to like say fuck it all. Let it all burn. I mean, they're a demon, so
Mm,
are demons do demons have sexes? Are they like angels that are not sexed? I forget.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if
either.
they can change because sometimes they're more,
Like canonically.
so they can. Yeah, I don't know.
Do they have sex? Are they sexed? How do you say that?
Sergi Arts dice Magos de Waverly Place o algo así, ¿no?
Algo así.
De pronto, pero yo eso no me lo veía. ¿Cuál más? Sigo pensando. No me acuerdo. Raimo Galí, alias Sandalias, dice
Ujú.
hola manzanas.
Bueno,
Y dice yo me estoy mirando Samurai
Champloo.
Champloo.
Muy buena.
Me la empecé solo por la música. El otro día pensaba, ¿veremos algún día algún directo de Nico pintando en formato grande?
Boh. Never say never. Entonces, de pronto, de pronto.
Rob Fiore was saying demons are fallen angels. So I guess they're
not.
not what?
Well, they're not either male or female.
Yeah, I was gonna say they are like sexless. I don't know how to. Camilo Monroy dice, chicos, los dejo. Gran pintura, Nico. Chao, Camilo.
Un abrazo,
Buena
Camilo.
tarde. Camila Ogorman dice, mis hijos también fanáticos de los Rugrats, Bob Sponge. Camila SpongeBob.
No, Bob Esponge.
Bob
Bob Esponge y
Esponge
la bruja del 69. Perfecto.
Dice, y un perro también que no me acuerdo el nombre. Coraje. Coraje, el perro cobarde, de pronto.
Snoopy.
Muy bueno. ¿Qué más perros habían? No, Coraje es el que yo pienso de una.
Coraje tiene ella.
De decir Bob Esponge y la bruja del 69.
Sponge Bobby.
A ver. Diego Alvarado dice, hola a todos. ¿Ese turquesa de la paleta es cobalto?
Esto es cobalto. Esto es ¿cómo es que se decía? Teal. ¿Te acuerdas?
No.
Yo tampoco.
No, pensé, ¿estaño? No.
No, no, no. Teal era... No me acuerdo y yo me acordaba.
No, pues acá dice es que verde azulado cobalto, pero no, así no era.
No, era como el pato, el color ese del pato. Ay, jue madre. ¿Cómo se decía? No, y es el nombre del pato. O sea, eso es lo que es, pues. No me acuerdo.
Mm,
De pronto en la semana de Teal, en el título tenemos el color en español, pero no sé cuándo fue esa semana.
Oye, no encuentro.
¿No?
Mm, mm.
¿Qué estás buscando?
Teal,
¿Color?
color en español. Cerceta.
Cerceta, la cerceta.
Cerceta.
Así se
Cer-
llama ese pato.
Cerceta.
Ujú, exactamente.
Cerceta.
Azul cerceta, entonces, un azul cobalto cerceta.
Cerceta.
Este, este es cobalto y este es talo. Y aquí abajo está ultramarino.
Em, a ver. Daniel Ángel Báez López dice, hola, ya vine a ver otra vez.
Ah, bueno, nos
Hola,
hizo
Daniel.
falta, Daniel.
No,
No nos hizo
siempre
falta,
los cambios.
Daniel.
No, no, no.
Ah, no, sí nos hizo falta, Daniel.
Sandalias dice, en España se llama agallas el perro cobarde. O sea, Coraje el perro cobarde se llama agallas.
Es que ellos no pueden decirle, es esa mentalidad de que ellos no le pueden decir como le dice todo el resto del planeta. Los
Camila
españoles tienen que cambiarle el nombre.
dice, sí, sí. Camila Ogerman dice, sí, sí, ese perro. Y unos emojis de viejita. Era bueno, Coraje el perro cobarde, me gustaba. Había uno muy chévere donde había un, un hotel. Ay, se me olvidó, era como de unos fantasmas. Y había uno que se llamaba Blue.
¿Pistas de Blue?
No, mi amor, no.
Estoy
Pistas de Blue. No.
molestando.
Camila dice, ridículo que le pongan agallas.
Ujú. ¿Cómo es que se llama el aguacate allá en el cono sur?
Palta. ¿Cómo es que se llama?
Peltre.
No, Blue. No, ¿cómo se llamaba? Cartoon Network. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Ah,
It was
ese
good.
jueguito parece un borrador.
It was good. I liked it a lot.
¿Yeah?
Yeah, I liked it. Mm,
I've never watched any of that.
it's good. I liked it. I've said that like 4 times, but it's good and I liked it.
So how did you feel about it?
It was good.
Yeah, did you like it?
I liked it.
That's good to know.
Yeah, because it was good.
Mm. Hope you liked it.
I did. I liked it.
I'm so happy for you.
Ah, mira, Juan dice Mansión Foster para amigos imaginarios. Se llama. Sí, esa. Muy buena. So,
Y
101. Prince Spurbones was saying, "Thank you, Danny. I guess in the lore of the comic, his childhood was not great, haha. But hopefully, I can work on it long enough to get to all the story points I want to get to." And a laughing emoji. And they were saying, "I found a photo of the scratch board and sent it to Danny."
awesome.
And they were saying, "I have to go to do more errands, but I will definitely watch back later. Have a great day, everyone."
You too.
You too, Prince Bones, and I hope the the convention
Yeah.
goes as planned.
If you're in
And
the
it's very
Denver
successful.
area,
Please
please
go.
visit
Yeah.
and buy some merch.
Yes. Camila dice, ¿Clifford era el perro o mezclé otro? Ese era uno rojo grande.
Sí, Clifford, pero lo bueno es que Clifford de Camila tiene la edad de mi mamá. No, Clifford es, yo no sé cuándo se inventaron Clifford, de mi abuela.
No sé, pero sé que ha habido varias versiones.
No, Clifford era un libro infantil primero, como de los, yo no sé, 60, 50, voy a decir. Búscame qué tan viejo es Clifford.
So, it says Um,
I think we had like a
Clifford is
golden.
based on and inspired by Norman Bridwell's childhood desire for a dog the size of a horse. In 1962,
Yeah, 60s.
Bridwell included paintings of Clifford, who was named Tiny at the time,
Oh,
in a
no.
portfolio of children's book illustration.
Yeah.
And it
So,
says that this one, which is beautiful,
yeah, those are amazing.
was the original 1963 cover of Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I think we had that book.
It's beautiful.
I think
It
we had
looks
that book at home.
beautiful.
Yeah. I'm almost sure that my brother would have had that book.
I love how they inked Clifford.
Yeah, it was 60s illustration, 60s
Beautiful.
children's
Look
book
at this.
illustration. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. They copy so much of that today. So much of 60s like children's book.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Incredible. You know that a lot of times they would also do linos,
Yeah.
lino cuts.
Yeah.
But that time
Beautiful,
of children's
beautiful,
books is like the best, I feel.
Mm. A ver. Uy, George Jiménez dice Cat Dog. Muy buen programa. Cat Dog, tin, tin, Cat Dog. Tun, tun.
Okay.
Y dice
Yeah.
como, solito en el mundo vive el pobre Cat Dog, pero no me acuerdo qué dice. Solito en el mundo, no, venir.
No solo porque está pegado.
Pues, pero vivían ellos dos, solos.
Mm.
Venir en el mundo vive el pobre Cat Dog, Cat Dog.
¿Sabes qué me gustaba de esa época?
¿Qué?
La gallina y la vaca esa y el
Uy,
diablo.
Vaca y Pollito.
Uf, era
Muy
re
bueno.
loco.
Dexter, increíble. Omelette du fromage.
Era re loco ese me gustaba.
Vaca
que
y
era...
Pollito, sí.
Sí, porque parecía como Ren and Stimpy. Era como
Sí,
así
sí, era,
de...
sí, te entiendo,
como
sí.
medio degeneradito. Ese era chévere.
Sí, Vaca y Pollito. Es que la verdad,
Ese cuando lo
esa-
veía que estaba en tele, yo decía, bueno, me va a ver esto porque esto es...
muy bueno,
Sí.
sí. Sí, muy bueno.
Era muy extraño, muy... Como esa generación de la animación. Toda es distinta, pero esa generación era re extraña.
Era chévere. Y los intros eran muy chéveres. Me acuerdo en Vaca y Pollito que era como, o sea, mamá me dice vaca, papá me dice pollito, algo así. Y cuando mamá nos adoptó, papá se desmayó, algo así, era muy chévere. Eran muy chéveres, la verdad. Grandes épocas de televisión.
A mí me encantaba era que se gozaban la animación de las tetas de la vaca. Las tetas de la vaca eran reanimadas. Siempre me daba cuenta de eso.
Don Tarius Jones was sending a thumbs up. Hey, Don Tarius.
It's a cool name, by the way.
Camille O'Gorman dice, mis hijos edad de Dani veían Clifford. Sí, Clifford era bueno, yo no lo veía, pero sé que era famoso. Sergi Arts dice, ay Dani, dime que has escuchado la canción árabe de Bob Esponja. No. Busca Bob Esponja en YouTube, L SpongeBob en YouTube y si no la escuchaste. Voy a guardarla para oírla después, Sergi, porque ahorita pues no la puedo oír, pero...
Pues la puedes oír. Tú puedes hacer lo que quieras.
A ver.
¿Pero es de la serie? O sea...
Supongo el intro, pero en...
Ah, ya. SpongeBob.
Pero porque cambiaron toda la canción.
No, porque de pronto no pegaba. Él es SpongeBob. Me encanta. Me encanta porque quién sabe qué están diciendo, pero él es SpongeBob.
Mm, se parece al Bob Sponge de
Ah,
Camila.
SpongeBob, de pronto Camila se veía era ese.
El
Él es
SpongeBob debe
SpongeBob.
ser.
Que ella decía, oigan, SpongeBob es árabe, ¿no? No, ustedes no hablan mucho de eso, pero SpongeBob es árabe.
Juan dice, yo sí soy del tiempo de Billy y Mandy. Como así, yo veía a Billy y Mandy, era chévere. Yo creo que tú los has visto, Coco.
No sé.
Mira, que Mandy era toda brava.
A ver. Sí, sí. Uy, me fastidiaba el niño con los huecos de la nariz gigantes, un
Con los
poco.
mocos todo el tiempo.
Me fastidiaba un poco, si te soy sincero.
No, a mí, ay, es que a mí toda esa época me parecía tan buena. Por eso no tenía tiempo de ver los de Disney, que pasaban muchas cosas muy buenas en Cartoon y en Nickelodeon. Entonces, pues no. Alejandro Díaz Sicuy dice, hola Daniela, Nicolás y Chili. Hola Alejandro. Sandalias dice, Shin-chan, lo mejor. Daniel Ángel Báez López dice, esas caricaturas fueron hechas por psicópatas.
No creo que
No.
eran psicópatas. No sé si eran psicópatas, pero...
Mm, Julia dice, Vaca y Pollito. Y la vida moderna de Rocco también era bien loca, era chévere. Pero la canción la pasaban era en inglés, ¿no? Porque yo me acuerdo de Rocco's Modern Life. Tiririrín,
Esa no la tradujeron
tiririrín.
nunca.
No, creo que no. Ah,
So-
bueno, y yo obviamente siempre fui fan, muy fan de Franklin.
mm, es tu
Yo
lado como tierno.
amaba a Franklin. Divino. Era divino. Em,
¿Tú te veías Caillou? ¿Caillou?
no,
Mm.
no, no, no.
Tú sabes que yo, sin pensarlo, y yo que soy calvo, yo puedo hablar de estas cosas. Yo siempre pensaba que él era enfermo. Yo siempre pensaba que Caillou tenía cáncer. Yo siempre pensaba. Porque era el único niño alopésico. No, estoy hablando en serio.
No,
Y
pues es que no
no,
tengo reacción a
yo sé,
eso.
pero yo lo pensaba y después me di cuenta que hay toda una generación de personas que decía, no, es que toda la serie giraba en torno a que Caillou estaba enfermo. Y todo el mundo pues trataba de colaborarle porque está, no me mires así, esto no es nada
No
malo.
estoy, o sea, literal
No,
no
no,
estoy
no me mires
reaccionando.
así.
No, mi amor, tú
No.
puedes tener tu
No,
opinión, yo no
no
estoy
era mi opinión.
reaccionando.
Yo lo que pasa es que no contextualizaba a Caillou y yo siempre pensaba que estaba enfermo. Siempre.
Mm, Sandalias dice, uno que odiaba con toda mi alma era Mandy y Mr. Whiskers.
Mandy el señor Bigotes. ¿Ese era?
Brandy.
Brandy el señor
¿Cómo así
Bigotes.
Mandy, reino?
Entonces allá le decían Brandy a
Mandy,
Mandy.
Mandy y Mr. Whiskers.
No va a ser Brandy el señor Bigotes.
Ay, 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 Brandy, el señor
Y allá le
bigote.
decían Mandy
Mandy.
y el Whiskers.
No me jodan.
Puta vida España.
Y Camille dice, ah, me acabo de acordar de otro que veían, que se lo suprimí porque era horrible.
¿Cuál?
Pinky y Cerebro. Ay, era muy
No,
chévere,
pero
Camila.
Camila, qué
Ese y los
pitos.
Teletubbies prohibidos, dice, no, Camila.
Camila, qué pitos tenía Pinky and the Brain.
Además era buenísimo.
Son pink. Bueno, yo me lo vi
Sí,
en
son
inglés.
Pinky.
Pinky and the Brain.
No, yo me lo vi en español.
Pero era buenísimo.
Buenísimo.
¿Qué podía tener malo? El Brain siempre quería conquistar el mundo. ¿Era eso? ¿Las ínfulas de ser dictador? No,
Además,
niños, no.
Cerebro era lo máximo porque en serio era histérico.
Y Pinky era un idiota.
Lo máximo. No, Camila.
Uy, si caímos en el escalafón,
Sí.
la bruja del 69,
Prohibió una muy buena serie
mm, por bruja.
del 69. Em, Juan dice, uno que es buenísimo es Samurai Jack. Creo que no me lo vi.
Ese era de cartoon,
O sea, sí me suena, pero creo que no me lo veía.
pero lo reconoces de una.
Ah, sí me acuerdo, sí, 100%, pero no me lo veía.
Era como de la época de, ¿cómo se llamaba el man que era como Elvis? De gafas negras y el pelo mono gigante. Todo fuerte. No me acuerdo.
Ah, Johnny.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, que era lo máximo, que hacía
Es como
bailar el
de,
pecho ahí. Ti, 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 ti.
es como de la misma época.
Eh, sí, y sí parece, como el estilo.
Ujú.
Julia, Johnny Bravo, sí, Johnny Bravo. Juan dice, uno súper raro era Ed, Ed y Eddie. Eran chéveres. Ed, Ed y Eddie eran chéveres.
Ese me lo mostraste tú porque yo nunca... Sé cuáles son, porque, pero los reconozco porque me los mostraste, me acuerdo, pero ese no lo vi yo nunca.
¿No?
No, no.
Me acuerdo mucho de la época de Ed, Ed y Eddie, los chicos del barrio. Sí, me acuerdo. Em, a ver. JNO3 was saying, you guys had Chavo del Ocho in Colombia? Of course. Of course.
Yes.
Do we still have it? No.
I think so.
Because it's been on national TV for,
40 years, 50 years?
yeah, since it aired. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's since it aired, but pretty much.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone grew up watching it.
All like
You would
it
have
would be hard to
lunch
believe
and
to
CA.
say that there's not a generation that it hasn't been part of. So
Yes. Ignacio Casas dice, ¿cuál fue la mayor cantidad de horas que pasó pintando?
24.
Ujú.
Esta pregunta estaba documentado.
No, sigue, pero no se puede ver el video.
Ah, pero está ahí como
Está el thumbnail.
el
sí.
thumbnail.
Sí.
Hicimos un stream de 24 horas en donde pinté 12 pinturas en 24 horas en vivo.
No, creo que fue más de
12.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Que igual es una barbaridad.
Sí, no me exijas. Sí.
No, es que yo me acuerdo
Estaba
que yo
difícil,
decía, no
era
puedo
difícil.
más.
Era difícil,
O
era
sea,
difícil.
yo no puedo más y yo estaba acá sentada hablando. Tu mano
Durmiendo.
era así, un buñuelo. Tenías un buñuelo acá dentro de la piel
Sí.
que se te inflamó terrible. JNO3 was saying, we still have it here in Brazil as well. Latin American classic, I guess.
Oh,
Yes,
it's huge in
100%.
Brazil.
And JNO3 was saying, in Brazil, the name for Ed, Ed, and Eddie was do, do. And the main characters were
Edu.
named Eduardo.
Edu.
Do,
Edge, and edgy.
do, edu.
Edu.
Eduardo. But that's not that bad.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I think it's way better than ¿cómo era? Coraje el perro cobarde, ¿cómo era que le decían?
Agallas.
Agallas.
O sea, es un sinónimo, pero
No.
un sinónimo totalmente innecesario.
Nesrin Amin was saying, I just got so confused by you singing the very Egyptian Anna Spongy Bob. You were talking in Spanish, so I didn't get the context. Oh, we were talking about the
intro.
intro,
How
how it changes so much.
it wouldn't maintain, because usually every intro keeps the melody, keeps the music.
Yeah, and like the letters, they try to
Yeah, the
adjust
lyrics.
the lyrics to
Yeah. I
the
mean,
original
try.
one. I mean,
yeah.
they can shift a little bit, but
But you can tell that they're
the essence is there.
right. But then for
El Spongy Bob.
yeah, for SpongeBob, it just seemed like no,
Let's make
no,
a
that's
new one.
not,
Yeah, that's not good.
that's not gonna. Our market
make
is
it
not
better.
gonna really respond to this. So let's make him. Let's give him some different music, completely different music. I love that.
Yeah. Jürgen Schlotter
Oh,
was
Jürgen,
saying, hey, looks fantastic. Okay, Jürgen.
we're gonna meet in a couple of days.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Jürgen is.
Is Jürgen ready? Has
I'm
Jürgen
I'm nervous
packed?
to meet Jürgen. He's incredible.
I want to know
Incredible
if
artist.
Jürgen packs as you do. So, like, an hour before leaving the house.
Well,
But
he's closer than I am, so he's in
it doesn't
Germany,
matter. I
so
mean, he still needs to pack.
I know, but he could go home to like Munich. I don't know where Jurgen is living, but during the lunch break, it's like, oh, forgot a pencil. Let me grab the train.
George Jiménez dice, agallas el perro flipante. ¿No así era?
No, me flipa el título.
Además era Coraje el perro cobarde. Flipante.
Me flipa. Es un descaro. Es un descaro las agallas que tienen en España para decir, no, el título está perfecto, pero cambiémoslo.
Bueno, aunque está el SpongeBob, ¿no? También,
Sí.
o sea, fue como...
Pero bueno, eso digamos que culturalmente es muy distinto. Pero en España ya hay como
No, pues
toda
yo te
una
entiendo,
serie de países
no.
hispanoparlantes que dicen, hey, para todos nosotros va a ser
Pero yo te
va a ser así.
entiendo, pero es como si entonces en el Titanic no ponen la
What?
canción de My Heart Will Go On, sino que hacen un vallenato acá, porque culturalmente uno como que apropia más el vallenato.
Bueno, te fuiste
Sería,
re lejos
pues
con
estoy
esto.
tratando de pensar una canción que fue icónica como el intro de Bob Esponja y volverla a un vallenato. Es como muy curioso tomar esa decisión.
Pero qué tal que si no hubiera sido por eso, o sea, no hubiera pegado. Es como tenía
Pero
que
no
hacerse.
dieron la opción. No sabían si hubiera pegado.
Es verdad. Pero de pronto no, era muy ajeno. De pronto era demasiado ajeno.
Sandalias dice, ¿sabían que el anime se popularizó en Europa porque la televisión catalana apostó por Dragon Ball porque era muy barato? Al menos eso es lo que me explicaron. Y Sandalias dice, no, agallas el perro cobarde. Agallas como de tener agallas.
Sí.
Supongo que coraje suena demasiado literal y serio.
What?
Justificando.
No, ¿qué
Agachas
es
y
eso?
coraje.
Lo peor. Lo peor.
Mm,
Agalla, incluso a mí me suena a agallas más como formal que coraje.
sí, a mí 100%. Juan dice 24 son muchas. Yo luego de 8 ya estaría agotadísimo. No, pues claro.
Yo también estaba agotado.
Sí, eso fue. Camille O'Gorman was saying, oof, Jürgen's wonderful work.
Oh, he's
And
a genius.
some heart emojis. It's Jürgen. I always
Jürgen.
go for Jürgen, but it's Jürgen.
I wonder if there's different pronunciations in Germany for
Maybe
Jürgen.
Jürgen and Jürgen?
No, I don't know if J. It would
Because
be a
that's how
hard J.
you would do it.
Jürgen. No, I would say
Jürgen.
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 Yeah, Jürgen Klopp.
Yo digo Jürgen.
Our most famous Jürgen.
Yo digo Jürgen Klopp. No me entiendes.
Jürgen.
Jürgen
Yeah, in
Klopp.
Spanish is Jürgen. People would say Jürgen.
Sí. J-U-R.
Jürgen.
Jürgen.
Jürgen. Jürgen.
Jürgen.
I'm sure he's loving us just
Maybe
butchering his name.
He was like, hey, and he's out of it.
He's like, good night. Like, refund. Rome refund. Thank you.
Jürgen was saying in Berlin.
Yeah. See,
And
so
winking
that's,
an eye.
that's essentially a 3-hour train ride. I'm kidding, by the way, of course.
And Camille was saying
man.
I-U-R-G-N. Jürgen. Jürgen. Yeah. Jürgen. Yes,
¿Y el
Camille.
alemán de Camila cómo es? De pronto Camila habla argentino, que eso no es español, habla francés y habla deutsch, de pronto.
Mejor, de pronto. Mejor, no sé qué estoy diciendo. Juan dice, yo realmente valoro mucho tus obras, Nico, porque yo me demoro muchos días para pintar algo así.
Tan amable. No, pues yo también demoro. O sea, en mi vida me he demorado. Hay veces mes y medio. Yo creo que en promedio me demoraba mes y medio haciendo pinturas grandes. Un mes o mes y medio haciendo pinturas grandes. Entonces,
Y también igual siempre saber que no es una carrera, ¿no? No es como...
no es una competencia de
no
quién
es
termina
como,
más rápido.
Exacto, no es como que la meta sea cada vez pintar más rápido. Claro, yo creo que igual cuando uno coge seguridad, como que va resolviendo cosas que antes le costaban más tiempo en un poco menos tiempo, pero
Mhm.
eso se puede traducir a, o sea, eso en alguien puede ser, ay, ya no me demoró 2 meses, me demoró uno, y en
Sí,
otras personas puede ser, ya no me demoró 8 horas, me demoró 5.
sí.
Entonces, Camille dice, mi alemán es un desastre, aunque tuve 7 años de alemán en mi colegio, no aprendí nada.
Oh God, man.
Ogor man, ogor mal, ogor mal. So how's it going,
Me?
Nicolachin? Yeah, you.
Um,
I'm liking it.
yeah. I'm actually probably gonna leave a lot of open things.
Yeah.
It's a simple painting, and honestly, the the objective of a lot of these things that I'm doing, these days, this week actually, but most of these days that are just coming up, uh, you know, what am I trying to say?
Before the trip,
Yeah,
yeah.
before the trip. Um, I think the purpose with a lot of these is just to be a little bit bolder and just to loosen up a little bit. Even though I am a fairly loose painter, so that's not really something that I'm too concerned about. But I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to get there feeling like, this is, or no, I guess what I'm trying to look for is a way to have clarity in my brain
Mm-hmm.
as to the framework that I would want to present to the people that are attending,
Mm-hmm.
and try to convince them, propose to them, that we work under that framework for the 2 weeks.
It makes sense.
So
A hundred
yeah,
percent.
so there's tons of things in my brain that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ask them to push this, or to push this aspect or this, and not to be super concerned with this other thing. So those sort of things, I think I'm having, I'm working out what I want to, how I want to frame the workshop, because in all honesty, with me, like, I sometimes have, like, I have an idea of, obviously, of what I want to do in workshops, but it also changes a lot. It also shifts based on how, the work that I see people do.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say I'm thinking of something that is, not advanced, but let's say I'm thinking of something that is more complex in the sense that more variables have to be dealt with. And when I get to the, whatever place I'm going to do the workshop, I realize that a lot of people, um, are more in the beginning stages of painting, because I always open up my workshops for any level, so, which I absolutely love. And I realize, okay, no, it's kind of dumb to present people something that is way more complicated, when in fact, perhaps proposing something that is way more fundamental would be of more use to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I shift things a little bit based on the people, which is, I think, what everyone should do, because
Yeah.
you can't just, like, say the same thing over and over again, even, yeah, like, irregardless of your audience.
Yeah, because if
Um,
you're like set in stone
yeah,
with
you have
what
to
you want to
adapt.
do and you don't take into consideration what the group is,
Yeah, you
it
have
doesn't
to.
make sense.
No,
I,
no.
I feel it's very cool that you are flexible with that, because it means that you are really getting to understand your group
Yeah.
as a like a unique thing. It's not
Yes.
like I'm gonna take this thing that I do and I'm gonna apply it the same way with this group and this group and this group, even if the groups are very different between each other.
Right.
So,
So um so that's, I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get a sense of how I want to present the workshop.
mm-hmm.
and I'm probably, with the drawings I've been doing and these sort of paintings from the last few days, I was trying to figure out, like, where is it that I want to be at?
Mm-hmm.
Because I did, for example, I did a fairly developed hand when I painted my Thwip hand, my Spider-Man hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fairly developed, like, painting. I mean, it was a very simple, like, essentially it was a simple painting because it was underdrawing, and the same day I sealed the same day I painted it in the morning, I put liquid over everything, and I did like a very quick underpainting with umber
Mm-hmm.
to like mass in the shadows. And then by the afternoon, which is when I painted it, and it took me about 4 hours to paint it, let's say. The underpainting had dried, and I had those like little massing of shadows that were umber, so that it helped me kind of understand the volume. But that was me just with like smaller, softer, like natural hair brushes, just finding my way through the painting. Um, and I also did the study of that forearm,
Yeah.
that arm, like shoulder, arm, and then forearm, because I wanted to understand if I wanted to focus, like if part of what we were going to do was to focus on form, how would that, like, what would that look like? What would that feel like if I was
Mm-hmm.
going to do that specifically? And so I did those two, and I realized, no, this is a little too, well, it's not mechanical, but it's obviously more laborious painting. I think that it's really nice when, if you have a model, that it becomes bigger, like the things that you're trying to do are perhaps a little more integral.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even though we have space, the space doesn't lend itself to do portrait work either, because big rooms are almost impossible to get in Rome. That is just how it is. So it's always like a smaller room, and we're all going to be kind of like tightly packed, which is fine. I mean, it's painting, so nobody should care about those things. Um, but it also means that if we are kind of tight, we can't be super close to the model,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're super close to the model and you're a lot of people, you get super exaggerated angles, and it's just very weird to paint the model without some distance. But that means that if there's some distance, you can't really do good portrait work. If you're going to do portrait work, you might as well be super close
Yeah.
to the model. That way, you can kind of have a sense of the particularities, like the minutia of form turning, if you're going to go for specifics. So I was thinking, no, let's go for big. Let's go for a sense of place, a sense of gesture. So let's. I'm going to propose to everyone to do the whole pose always.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to, if they're kind of if they want to feel something different with their painting, and they want to tackle like a portrait, fine, they can tackle a portrait. But people should know that if you are, like, I don't know, 3 meters from the model, or 3.5 meters from the model, like, it's not the best,
Yeah.
even if you have 20/20 vision, it's not the best way to tackle a portrait. What's going to end up happening most of the time is that you're going to be completing a lot of information from your head. Like, you're not really going to be observing something because you can't. And your brain is going to take over, and it's going to be like, well, I guess this is how I understand how nostrils are. And I'm going to paint the mouth, but I can't really observe it. So I'm just going to paint the mouth that I think I know how to
Yeah.
paint.
Because
That
if it's
happens a lot.
yeah, because I mean, even you were talking about like bigger rooms,
Yeah.
maybe in other workshops, but still, if people would like to work in a portrait, there's like a very tiny, limited amount of students
Yeah.
that can be around one model to be able to paint a portrait. It
Right,
doesn't
right.
matter if it's like a big room or a small
It's
room.
the hardest setup.
Yeah, because if
When
it's a big room, it's even more complicated because you need then a couple of models.
Yeah, it's usually like, if you're setting up a space so that 12 people can paint the portrait,
No,
it's
super
not easy at
complicated.
all. It's not easy at all, at
Yeah.
all. So what I'm going to propose is that we see things bigger. We kind of start to think things bigger, and
I
we
like that.
don't really think about, oh, does it look like her? Does it look like him? Does it look like them?
So like the gesture more
Yeah, it's
than
more of like, what is their presence in this room under
yeah.
this light
I
feel
like that.
like?
Like
What does that
the
feel
whole,
like?
but not
Yes.
the
So
specific.
we're gonna do that. I feel during the week, and I like it. I think there's a ton of painting that
Yeah.
can be done there, of course.
And there's also a lot of things that like all people can learn about that.
Oh, it's all painting. Like
Yes.
all of it
Yes.
is always painting. So it's not as if like you can get. I mean, we can become spoiled and we can convince ourselves that it's like, oh, this is boring. But I think the mark of somebody who is truly connected with painting is that you are never bored.
Mm.
You are never ever ever bored with what you have in front of you.
Yeah, and that
Never. It's just it can't be. And I can't emphasize this enough. I'm sorry, Danny, I was
no, don't
interrupting
worry.
you.
No, no, I was
But I really
interrupting
want to
you.
be emphatic about this. Like, it's not nature's fault.
Mm.
Like, it's always our own fault. Like, it's not, oh, this is boring sky. Oh, look at this stupid tree. Oh, look at this, pose. It just doesn't say anything to me. No, it's always us.
Yeah.
It's always us. Always. We have the power to make, whatever it is that we're seeing, we have the power to not because we are wizards and because, we're such sensible human beings that, we have this uncanny ability to make the boring interesting. No, of course not. We just have to make it interesting for ourselves. We just have to be human beings that are capable of understanding that not every single thing that you have to paint has to come from like a fireworks, like a postcard, or the most beautiful depiction of subject matter ever. No, no, no. Things can be just as they are, like unassuming and imperfect and just tedious or quotidian or every day. It just they can feel absolutely mundane, and it's our job to find how to say I was excited about the mundane, not to say I'm going to turn the mundane into something extraordinary, because I don't know, that's not necessary. But we can say I was entranced by looking at the mundane because I lost myself looking at this aspect. That's what our job is.
Yeah.
So I just never understand, and I'm it's not as if I'm like going around like scolding people or no, but I just never understand when somebody's just not excited, or it's just like I've looked at her enough, like I'm just bored. It's like, really? I mean, I don't want to say it, but in my brain I'm like, really? Like I mean, that was it. And I understand that we're all different human beings, and not the things that excite me don't necessarily have to excite anyone else in this world. But I do think that for, if you're a painter, if you're an artist that is like just visually stimulated,
Mm.
you can't just say, nah, this is not cool. Like, this is boring.
Yeah.
This is boring. This doesn't do any. This is not saying anything to me. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I remember, this is, and I'll stop after this,
No,
but
no.
I remember when they would do interviews. Do you remember that they did an interview with me at our last apartment? Like
Yes.
it was early on.
Oh, I know what you're
Yeah,
gonna say.
and they went into the apartment. We didn't have much stuff. Now we've almost taken over this apartment, and it's very much like, I don't know. There's cool stuff of Danny's and mine all over the place. I think it's a super cool place, by the way. But
Yes.
so they went to do this interview, and they were like, well, no. I mean, I was sitting in the
They
place
asked
where I
you,
used
where
to
do you
work,
work?
and I was like,
So
oh,
let's
here.
set up where you work.
Yeah.
And they went there.
And they were like, no.
No. What about this desk?
Yeah, and that was
Looks
your
more
desk.
artsy, and I was
And
like,
that was your desk.
because I've always been a person that, I mean, I'm very like, I like peculiar things. So I had like some, I don't know, like pencil holders with colors, and I had some sketchbooks. So they like associated that with art,
Yeah.
which was, for me, it was so dumb. It was like, but you're sitting him in my desk.
Yeah.
He doesn't work there. I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't speak about him at all. It speaks
No,
about
no. I was
me.
like, okay, I'm in Danny's desk.
And I remember that they were like, "What else can we put in
Yeah,
the
and they're like,
background?"
what can we decorate? What can we put in the background so it looks more like an artist actually lives here?
And I do remember, I don't know if you remember that, but the person that was setting up the camera, he turned to me
Mm.
and he said, "What else do you have that you can share with us that
Yeah,
we can put in the background?" And
they
I was like,
probably realized, okay, there's a drought. There's an artistic drought in Nicolas. We have to ask her. She's by far the more interesting one.
and I was like, "I
He's a lost
don't know."
cause. Let's ask her. No, it's just dumb. It's
And they
just
put some books of you, I
yeah,
think, in the back,
they
or
put some stuff
they opened
behind.
the book
And
or
they were like,
something like
okay,
that.
now this is a nice shot. And I was like, nice shot for who? For like the people that need like a super like and that's what's kind of sad about, when people depict artists in like, I don't know, in interviews and documentaries and stuff, that instead of being true to whatever the artist, however the artist lives, they want to like sell or I don't know, like recycle this idea of the, I don't know, the blandest, because to me that's like the blandest idea of an artist, that it's like, are your hands dirty? Do you have dirty clothes? Are there like, brushes and tins, and is it messy enough? Is it like, is your work hanging in all the walls? Like, I don't know. I think everyone imagines like it has to be like Francis Bacon's studio all the time.
Which, by the way, my desk looked nothing like that.
No, you're super clean.
It was more that they just,
It was less boring than with
because
my
yours
drawing
had
table.
your desk, this one, but
Yeah.
it was like this.
Yeah.
You had your computer,
Yeah.
and they asked you, "Where do you work?" And I remember you were like, "No, in that table, or I take my
Portable easel.
push shade books." I was
Yeah. Yeah.
and they were like, "Okay, and what else?
Yeah. And they were like, could
What
we?
else about what?"
And
I mean,
I had to set up, I don't know if you remember, I had to set up over there and paint for like 10 minutes.
I don't.
And
remember.
they just filmed me.
Recorded that?
Yeah, they
I
filmed me
don't remember.
painting, which is crazy. It's so dumb. I mean, you went through the same thing. You were in the anthem, in the university's
I am
anthem.
still.
Yeah, you still are big screen.
Yeah.
It was funny seeing Danny, enormous Danny, in like a screen that they had at the university.
Mm-mm.
But the funniest thing is, Danny was in painting class, but they picked.
But I was not in paint. I mean, I was in the classroom where the painting class was going, but I was not attending the painting class.
That's so funny.
I
This was
was
not in my
doing-
class, but
I was doing the rocking chair in wax.
oh, cool, yeah.
So I was covering a rocking chair with
Oh, right,
with
right,
wax.
with paraffin.
yes, with paraffin,
Yeah,
and I was doing that, and like a crew of people from the university entered the room,
yeah.
and they said to the teacher, "We want her for the anthem." And he was like, "Okay, yeah, she's fine." And I remember I looked at him and I was like, "No, I'm just going. Like, it's almost time for me to go." So,
Yeah, you were friends with that painting too. He was,
he was a
he was
I
probably
would say
laughing
he
his
was
butt off.
a
like-
very close friend
Yeah, yeah.
with me, and I really adored him. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he's amazing.
He's a great person.
And he was like laughing about that, and he was like, "No, you're staying, you're gonna be there." And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And he was like, "Oh, I do think so." And he went to the door, and I remember I was like, "Oh my god, no." I think Aleja was there too,
Okay.
and there was a friend of ours, Camilo.
Yeah.
He was in painting
Great
class.
artist. Yeah.
Amazing artist,
Yeah, super
amazing
good.
person.
Yeah.
And he was laughing about that too, and they were all like mocking me, because also I had my one t-shirt. No, it was a shirt, like a button-up shirt of
Yeah.
my dad that I've used in etching class too.
Okay.
So it had like stains of
Yeah.
ink.
Oh, okay. So you were
So
like
it was like, yeah.
stereotypical artist.
But I didn't have that on. I
Okay.
had it like tied here. But
Okay.
they asked me to put it on.
Put it on, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember they were like, "Okay, we like this, but no, we don't like what you're doing. We want a painting." And I was like, well, I'm sorry, you can ask someone that's painting to be there because
Yeah.
I am doing this. They were like, no, we want that painting. And I remember it was Camilo's painting.
Yeah,
And
it's
he was
very good
like,
painting.
oh, you can use it. And I remember I looked at him and I was like, no, Cami, because I mean, it wouldn't be cool if I paint on top of your painting. And he was like, oh, you can do whatever with my painting. Here are my brushes, here are my paints. And they were all laughing. And I was like, no, no. And I remember they asked me at first, they told me to put, I had like a messy bun in my hair.
Oh, right.
And
This
they
is
asked me
terrible.
to put a brush.
The brush is in your bun.
And they were like, why don't you pose as if you were thinking about what you're gonna do? So you think, and then you take the brush out of your hair and you paint. And I
Oh
was like,
my
what is this
God. Oh,
terrible like
Jesus fucking
commercial?
Christ.
And I remember I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
they were like-
you know who does that? Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody that's ever gone into
no
a
one,
classroom.
no one.
No.
So I was
Oh,
like,
fuck.
no, I don't think so. Then they were saying, I don't remember what was the other thing they asked, but it was like, you paint
Oh,
and
your
then
dirty, dirty face.
No, that was Luisita
Did
for
you?
another video.
Were you?
I
Did
think
you?
I don't have paint in
No?
my face. I don't
Oh.
remember.
I don't remember either. I thought you did.
No, I remember that when I was talking with Luisita, because she saw that, she was like, oh, they did a video for something for the Atico,
Okay.
and they asked her to put paint on her face.
Oh my God.
Because she was like working late at night in the
Uh-huh.
university, and she was like in a room alone.
Yeah.
And they went in the room and they were like, can we record you? And she was like, well, I guess so.
oh,
And they
my
were like,
Lord.
okay, we need you, but with paint in your head.
Jesus.
But I do
Christ.
remember that they said they had another idea that I, of course, denied because I didn't want to do that terrible thing. They were like, you're going to do a stroke and then you're going to
have a
smile.
stroke.
No, because they were going to record from the back.
Yeah.
And I was going to like flick my hair
Oh
and
no.
smile to the
Oh
camera.
my God.
Like, no,
It's
I'm
like
not doing-
nailed it.
Yeah, I'm
Nailed
so
it
sorry.
with style.
And I think at the end I have like a brush in my head and I'm like awkwardly smiling.
Yeah. No, you
And
looked
it's like-
really nice.
No.
Yeah, you
and
look
it's
nice,
like
of course.
3 seconds of it. But I remember
That's a lot.
I mean, they were like proposing ideas because they were like, okay, you're going to do this. And I remember my friends laughing.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
was
it
like,
was
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Ask someone else. And they were like, no. Then let's brainstorm. Maybe you can do this with your hair. And I was like, no, maybe not.
You know what's the saddest thing? That these were people that were part of the audiovisual,
Yes.
part of the like faculty.
Yes.
So it's not as if like these are strangers that have like a really distorted, like just super vanilla image of what an artist should be. No. Like they were like, no, we believe in the stereotypes. Like we
mean,
need the
I
stereotype.
remember when they said, okay, you're going to pose here with the brush in your bun. And then when you take out the brush, the bun's going to undo itself.
Oh my
And
God.
you're going to paint. And I was like, what? No. It sounded like a terrible cliche,
You were like,
like,
Elsa, let it go.
hyper
Let it
romantic,
go.
terrible movie.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. The one that would not sell
No,
to
Jesus fuck.
recover the box office.
No,
Like, the
terrible.
box office would not. Yeah, I mean, it was so bad, so bad. But it was funny. I mean, I remember Gabriel, who was the teacher, he went to the table back,
Yeah.
like back from the cameras,
Yeah.
and Camilo went there, Aleja went there. I don't know why. I think,
Oh, I would have
Paula
loved
was
it
there
too.
too.
If it was happening in my
and they
class,
were like
I would have
lining
loved
back,
it.
and they were laughing.
Yeah.
And I remember they said the idea of the bun, and I think Camilo was like, "Oh, that sounds amazing," and I was
Oh
like,
God.
no. Yeah, it was terrible. But at the end, I mean, it's kind of cringy, but it's not as cringy as it could have been.
No, you look very nice, and that
No.
makes it less. But when you realize that they were genuinely like thinking, "Oh no, this art is boring. We have to make art look exciting," and then you
No, 'cause
kind
they
of
told
see
me
their
they need
brains.
color.
Yeah.
So they couldn't use mine because it was a white chair. They were like, "No, we need something super artsy. We need that painting."
Yeah.
And
Which is a
Camilo
good
was
painting.
like, "Yeah, it's all yours."
Which was a great painting, but it's so absurd that they would say, your painting is great.
But
We don't
want,
love you.
yeah.
It's so
That's what I told them.
it's
Because
so
at the end,
ridiculous.
I don't touch the painting because I told them I don't feel okay painting that.
Yeah.
It's not my painting. Even if my friend was laughing and telling me that I could do whatever with the painting,
No, it's
it's
just
not okay. I
no.
mean, yeah.
I don't know why we started talking about this. I mean, it's
Me
a good
neither.
conversation, but I forget where we
Mhm.
were.
Oh, when we were talking about getting bored, but I don't know how it twisted into
Oh,
this.
yeah. Who
But when you
knows?
were saying that, that I interrupted you.
I'm sorry.
No, no, I interrupted you. Oye, ¿se comió algo?
I don't think I've dropped anything.
Pues ya se lo tragó,
¿Ya se lo
pero
comió?
cuidado con la caneca, ¿qué?
No, it's all the way over here. I don't think I had dropped anything. I think
She was like
te comiste chila.
biting something and moving her tail. That means she got something like a.
She's either tripping or she ate something that's not terrible.
So I was gonna say that what you were talking about being bored, I do agree with that 100%, and I also feel that that is kind of a mindset, and that could turn terrible
Yeah.
because then that could apply to anything. So you can get bored. I mean, if you ask someone to do a portrait, they can get bored because it's not a full body pose.
Right.
If you ask someone
Pick
to
up
do the
chili.
body,
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
no, it's just that I'm seeing your face here. I'm gonna take out Rodin so people can see
No,
you.
no.
Okay,
Because I was struggling.
I'm gonna take it out. They can. uh, so yeah, I just think it's like a mindset that can be applied to anything, but it's a terrible mindset to be in because then it's just like a perfect excuse for you to not do anything. Just if you find something maybe that's complicated or if it's like ¿cómo se dice retando?
Challenging?
If it's like challenging you in any way, then you just say, "Oh no, I'm bored. I just
Yeah.
don't want to do this. I'm bored." Or no, I came here to do this other thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't take the chance to really see what you can learn from that.
Right.
And I always feel that when you decide to step away from what is your like comfort zone and you try things that maybe you haven't tried, you learn a lot. A lot,
Right.
lot. So yes.
Yeah, so let's hope. I mean, I always have amazing groups,
Yeah.
and I always feel that if for example, if like super talented people like Jürgen are like on board, then everyone's on board. Like if you can count with some people that can be like, yeah, I'm up for that, then everyone sees like, oh, look at this person that is so talented that they could easily just say like, I'm sorry, I'm already good. I'm just going to do what I know how to do. And that's good enough for me. But if those people are like, no, I'm playing the game. I'm taking the same chances that everyone's going to take. Then everyone's like, okay, then yeah, that's what we're doing. So I always count with like amazing groups, and I always try to lead by example, of course. I always imagine myself as somebody who is, yes, in charge of like directing the workshop, but is also somebody who is experiencing the workshop with alongside everyone else.
Yes.
So I hope that helps. But yeah, so we're gonna do a lot of this. I feel a lot of this, which is it's very nice. I mean,
it's beautiful. I like it a lot.
Thank you. I liked it too. It's very cool. Chili.
So say hi, Chilita.
What did you think?
Do the voice.
I think it's good.
No, take the Rodin out. No.
I think
speaks
it's
cuter.
I think it's very good.
I think it's good. No, that was terrible.
Thank you, Chili.
I think it's good.
Thank you, Chilangas. So that's it for today, Daniel Ira.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
And thank you everyone for being here.
Yes,
Remember,
of course.
we have a web page.
Yes.
It is www.
Oh my God. World Wide Web.
Dot.
Okay.
Our
dog.
painted lives. .com.
Yeah.
.com. If maybe you like something that we do, it's available there, and it would be amazing if you could support us.
Yeah.
Also, if you would like to be
Danny's piece is there, by the way.
yes, it's
Yeah,
there. If maybe
you're
someone
whittling.
likes it.
I mean, everyone's loved it.
No, if someone likes it, would like to have it with them. No, it sounds weird, but yes,
It does. It doesn't sound weird. It's an
it is
amazing
there.
piece. It would be part of an incredible collection if somebody wants to have that,
Thank
to own
you.
that.
We also have Instagrams.
Yeah.
It's Nicolas
We're also selling
Uribe
those.
B and Daniela OCMP.
Yeah. I'm hearing.
And we are soon gonna have Chili's Instagram handle.
No, that's
I
never gonna happen.
don't know what else. Oh, I was gonna say if maybe you want to join us
Where?
for more stories.
Okay.
And in other streams for more painting, for more talking, and for
Yeah.
more company.
Okay, there we go.
It would be very nice if
Yeah.
you can subscribe, and if you want to be notified, you can ring the bell so you can be here as soon as we are streaming. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
That's it. Perfect.
And we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, Chulita.
Adios.
Bye. No,
Adios.
no la podemos ver de frente.
Adios.
Más arriba.
Adios.